voted Albuquerque's #1 podcast for a third straight time. You're listening to the three-time champions 10 Drink Minimum with Chris, Billy, Smiley, and Tommy.
Oh my gosh. What do you think of that?
I was good. I was actually impressed with like the amount of work you put into that just before the show.
That took me like all of like 10 minutes, right?
Very well done, though.
Yeah.
The thing is, he would go like, it's like, oh man, it just didn't give enough oomph behind it. It's like,
Yeah.
you go do what you need to do.
Billy's just like chilling. He's like, all right, that was good. So, and then Billy wants the song.
I would like the song in the background as we're talking, just for for a couple of minutes. It's
Yeah.
kind of pacing out the show.
You turn Billy down a little, I can hear him a lot over the monitor, but yeah.
But I could also not talk as loud.
Yeah.
Oh, no, why?
No, it's fine.
Why?
It'll compress it, but it's fine.
And,
I just hear it loud through
If
the...
it ain't broke, don't fix it, Billy.
And I'm saying like it's a good day because we actually added a compressor, kind of like a new layout with a new intro. Tommy Tommy's name is finally.
Tommy's
Thank
finally.
God,
It's official.
right.
It's official.
I was about ready to take you guys to court.
What did you think of that? Did you think that was a little over the top?
No, I liked it. It made my day. Actually, I was not prepared for it, and then when I heard it, I was like, all right.
Can you?
I felt like I was at the WWF.
I think maybe we should elaborate a little bit. So for the third time, can you hold up the magazine?
Oh.
There's a magazine in Albuquerque. Every city has one. What would you call them? Like a free pickup magazine where you know.
The free weekly.
Free weekly. Hold it up to the camera there. So we won for the third time best local podcast.
Represent.
And the thing is I guess to tell the truth, they don't actually have that category. And even though we keep winning it,
See, this is where
It's a write-in.
where you disappoint me.
no, but that's
Because
the
you have
thing.
enough balls to fucking go for it, take it.
No.
Then you tell people
No,
how you got it.
I think it's better because people write us in.
Yeah, all right.
See, we have enough people that are like, fuck that, we're writing that category in. Because see, here's the thing: there's only one best of anything we forgot category. So people are using their one chance to put whatever on there to put us.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, you only get
Yep.
one.
Oh, well, shit.
So we again have won best local podcast for a third time, three-time champs.
But the
Holla.
wording the wording did change this year, and I think it's a lot better. We made best podcast, not even local.
oh, it was.
Oh, ever.
Oh. So I didn't realize that. Does it say that?
Let's
wow.
find out. Do you know
So,
what
hey.
page it's on? I know you do.
No, I don't actually.
Bullshit.
Because
I know.
it's like, oh, it's local. It means we're best. No, they Albuquerque voted us.
So we're the best podcast in the world.
Fucking
That's-
A, right?
according to the Albuquerque readers
Yeah.
of the Alibi.
That's tight.
That is tight.
So
We beat out. It was
all
a close,
you other Albuquerque podcasts. Suck it. No.
It was a we came.
Yeah,
we
bow down.
Almost lost to This American Life. Almost lost.
Almost lost to WTF. Almost lost to Corolla. What's that? Cereal couldn't take us down.
They tried to, but it didn't.
Cereal could not take us down. We're here.
I wonder
We're
if-
winners.
I wonder if we could be like that kind of. If we can go to some kind of like a small market magazine, like
Yeah.
a month, like weekly, and just like get into their audience and be like, "Yo, vote us best podcast in your town of Des Moines,
Des Moines, Iowa.
or Boulder, Colorado, 10 drink
Boulder,
minimum."
Colorado.
We're just going to show up and tell them you already won it. Like, we're already here.
Purgatory, Colorado.
Right.
We're
Kiss the
here.
ring. Colorado?
I'll be damned. There we are.
Right.
Yes, sir. We're right there.
I
And
can't find it.
But here's the thing too. Like if you go to the
know what it
website,
looks like.
can you put the website here? Fuck this magazine shit. Who gives
it's
a
very
fuck about print
disappointing.
media? Put that up on the screen for people. If you go to the Alibi page and you go to the section where it's called Best of Anything We Forgot because they had too many categories. We are at the top. They have our photo as the flagship picture on their website. So I think we have reached the peak of the mountain.
There it is.
We've taken them out. They're done.
I think the funny thing is,
Beans don't burn in the kitchen.
The logo was done by a good friend Craig, and the crazy thing is the photo, the picture he actually used to to draw a picture of, to make a character of me.
Okay.
Looks like that South Park episode where that guy who's like a nerd plays World of Warcraft. And I just have like this double chin. And my head is back, and I have my glasses, and it looks like I should be playing like World of Warcraft.
Oh wow!
Well, the photo that he used for me, I'm actually bleeding in the original photo. It's after my cat had attacked me. Like
As it should be.
I'm not shocked at that.
And right.
I have no.
I'd be disappointed if you weren't bleeding.
I don't even know what photo he used for me. I didn't even think about that.
It's a mugshot.
And then Craig did the original one, and then my buddy Hank did all the
colors.
The colors on it.
Yeah, and that's pretty tight. It was weird. And I was showing some people at work, and they're like, "People draw pictures of you?" I was like, "Yeah." And if anybody out there wants to draw,
like one of your French girls, Jack.
If anybody out there, right? If anybody out there wants to draw us, by all means,
But it depends. Now settle it down.
Oh no! Draw Tommy in any kind. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm like, whoa.
Tommy's like, I don't want to be getting a gangbang photo.
Right. No, please, not anything. We need restrictions. I'm a lady.
I want to talk about this thing. I haven't tried it yet.
What
Billy
the fuck is that thing?
Billy bought something called Dos-A-Ritas. They're Dos Equis Margarita Lagers. Now, I want to talk about the name. The name is called Dos-A-Rita. When somebody says, I don't know if this term really is used as much anymore, but like back in the day, if someone slipped a Mickey in your drink, or my mom always called it a Mickey or whatever.
I knew I was getting a boyfriend tonight.
But everybody would say, "Yeah, I got dosed at that party." Everybody's heard that, right?
I've been dosed a few times.
Yeah.
Dosed, I always thought it was acid. If I got dosed, it was acid.
So when you're saying, "Hey, would you like a Dos-A-Rita?" It sounds like you're going to do some raping,
like roofie
yeah.
roofalada.
Roofie colada.
Yes,
roofie colada. What? Nothing.
I never thought of it that way.
Dos-A-Rita. That's terrible.
You guys remember David Canning?
No.
Really? David Canning? He was a bartender at the Blackbird?
Don't know.
No? Oh,
No.
Well, he had this very awesome habit of when he'd see me out at a party, he'd be like, "All right, James, close your eyes and open your mouth."
Oh God.
I get the same thing.
And then he would dose me with acid.
Oh God!
And
Every time.
It would be like, "Yeah, awesome. Dave's gonna feed me some acid."
Oh my God!
You're like a little baby bird.
Here's a question. This is probably one of my biggest fears of all time, especially people dosing people.
Okay.
But one of my biggest fears is to be given LSD without anybody telling me. And
really?
That would, and just to be like.
Well, don't say that, because then now someone will do it to you.
I'm like, here's my short-term goal list.
Okay, so if you're listening,
Billy.
do not dose me with LSD without letting me know.
Too late.
There's a very small amount of people that would find that enjoyable.
Do not
that
dose
would
me
be a
at
bad
all.
thing,
How
right?
about that?
Like
Don't dose me, bro.
I enjoy it, but most people probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Oh, that was acid, wasn't it?" Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
It takes a
Well,
minute.
the thing is,
I'm totally tripping now.
I've never done acid
Oh, yeah, then that ain't the time to start.
without me knowing it. I would honestly think I was like having a stroke or something.
Yeah, you probably
Oh
would.
yeah, that would be. Yeah, you would.
That's how I feel about people that like blow pot smoke in dogs' faces or like give
Oh,
their dog
fuck
beer.
that.
You know
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
hate
But like
that.
that's how I always feel. Like you, as an adult, get to make the conscious decision to drink it or to smoke it or do whatever you want with it. But these little animals, and people like blow smoke in their face or give them beer.
I've
it's very
given my
upsetting.
dog beer. I don't.
Come
I'm not-
on.
my dog. Well, okay.
This is not a conscious
All right.
decision they get to
Okay.
make.
Well, I don't know. All the ways agree on that.
Oh.
Like, all right, because I've seen beers knocked over, and who goes for it? Man, that dog goes bullying for it.
Why are you talking about me like I'm not here?
Yeah.
She loves some beer.
Okay.
And then
Lots
she'll,
of dogs do. I mean,
yeah,
My
she'll-
dog does.
She'll drink it as much as she wants of it. Like if you pour some in a thing for her, she's like, she'll drink for 3 or 4 gulps, and then she's like, all right, and she walks away from it. She don't just.
Puts the Lady Gaga on.
Do you remember the first time she was drunk?
No, she doesn't get drunk.
No.
She knows when to say when.
Wow.
You know.
She should teach me a few things.
I
then.
have seen some drunk chihuahuas in my day. Like seriously, like
Oh, I've seen
stumbling.
some. Yeah.
Still-
When
just
I
don't
was a kid, we had a wiener dog named Shotzi, and if we had parties, mom and dad would have parties, and like people set their beer down, Shotzi would go knock them over.
Yeah, knock it
and
over.
then drink them and get fucked up. And then she's a wiener dog, so she was long. She wasn't a mini like I have. She was a full length wiener dog. So she would try to walk, and her little back legs would like go sideways, and her front legs would go normal. So she would kind of like walk sideways. And after a while, she would just start scooting her butt, and then she would just go pass out.
Oh, see, I find that to be animal cruelty.
Okay, the dog did. Okay,
The dog knocks over
you
the
don't
beers and
understand.
drinks
It's
it
not like
themselves.
people are like, "Hey, let's give the
I
dog
speak
beer."
English. I understand the dog Shotzi knocked
Yeah.
over the beer and slurped
to
it
get
up.
to get the beer.
All right, fine.
It's not like she did make a choice.
All right.
She did go, I want that, and I'm drinking it.
Fair. Okay. Nice.
It wasn't like we held her mouth open, and people in the background going, yeah, yeah.
Right. Fucking suck it, Shotzi.
Sean C. Sean C. Sean C.
She's all doing a keg stand and shit.
They have her little wiener dog legs up in the air.
We're all like, yeah.
They need to change that commercial. Remember the commercial where the two beer glasses are like flying at each other and it sounds like cars crashing and they smash? The little dog bowls are all flying at each other.
Shotzi upside down.
I like to see that dog.
Do you ever think like Spuds McKenzie was ever drunk?
Oh, goddamn, all the time. But the funny thing was, Spuds McKenzie was a girl.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
I always thought he was like a muscle,
Why
like
is that
whatever
funny?
terrier.
Because the commercial was like Spuds McKenzie was always with all these hot chicks, like hanging out, and like he's
pretty much my day.
What a lucky dog, you know?
You stop by my studio, you'll think the same thing.
Yeah, right.
Was that a Budweiser thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Spuds McKenzie.
Yep.
King of beers, king of
That,
doubt.
that was the 80s, though. You'd see those beer commercials, and they're like, your life will never be as amazing as this, but if you want to try, drink Budweiser. That was pretty much the commercial, right?
Pretty much where it all started going
It'd
down
be like
for
a
me.
beach party. There was always a beach party or a pool party.
Yeah.
Schlitzgay.
Schlitzgay. Or what was that? Schmitzgay, wasn't it?
Schmitzgay.
Yeah, from SNL. I want to talk about a couple of things. So we didn't do a show last week because Billy was in Los Angeles, California.
I was. It was amazing.
And Billy came back with sciatica.
It's awful.
Yeah.
Let me tell you,
What?
I've had pancreatitis before,
Damn.
and sciatic pain or nerve pain is by far the worst pain I've ever imagined. I've ever
Really?
experienced. Yeah.
Damn.
Sciatica. So you've been laid up pretty much this whole week.
This
really.
whole week, the thing is, I've worked an entire, almost a 40-hour week too.
Yeah, hurting.
Damn.
Like barely. Like he would have to like pull himself out of the chair. I was like, I felt like, I was like, I wonder if I could like step on his back and pop whatever back into place.
Oh God!
Right.
The thing is, like, I've been
Yeah.
watching a lot of, I guess they would call like chiropractic porn, where you on YouTube you can go to these videos
Yeah, I'll
on
pop your back
YouTube,
and you'll pass out, baby.
and then the thing is, like, it's a video, a compilation. Somebody like
doctor.
compiled a list of the best of back pops.
Oh,
And you're
what?
watching these, and you're like, oh my God, that looks so amazing.
The best of back pops.
See, I always go to the best of pussy pops.
No. So I was walking.
close.
It's just me like
Wow,
looking for
getting older, you look at
any.
different shit.
Right. Pussy pops to back pops.
Yeah.
And I
Next
think
it'll be
it,
cake pops.
it speaks a lot to like what my family characteristics. We don't complain, and we're not ones to go to the doctor right away. And
Yeah.
so I gave myself till tomorrow. If this
Oh,
shit
wow.
was still as bad as it was a couple days ago, then I'm like, fuck this. I'm gonna go and get back surgery or whatever.
Right.
Back surgery.
Yeah.
And today it was fine. The thing is, what saved me, it took me 6 days to finally take ibuprofen.
God damn it. Are you serious?
And it took down. It
He
takes
made
down
it,
the.
yeah. He made it seem like it was like this fucking crazy thing. He's like, "All right, man, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna take ibuprofen." I was like, "What? I've been taking ibuprofen from fucking day one."
I have
man.
to take ecstasy to go to work, and you're worried about ibuprofen.
And so, like, I've been so against when things. It takes down the inflammation and it helps.
Ibuprofen, yeah.
Yeah, and it brings down the swelling and it fucking. I'm good.
It's a miracle drug. Now, what are we going to give Smiley? Because he looks like he's dying.
Yeah.
Smiley might need... I don't know if ibuprofen can save him.
Why, thank you. I look like I'm dying, huh?
I'm concerned.
Yeah, well, you got a little drunk last night, did you?
I mean, come on.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
What did you do?
I got
Please.
drunk last night. I'm not gonna lie.
And,
I didn't.
And Friday. Friday was fun too.
Oh wow.
So it's just been a few days. that's all.
No?
A bender. Not much I remember.
a bender. So, Smiley, you don't have to talk about this if you don't want to, but I saw you post on Facebook the big HBO documentary, Going Clear, came out.
Oh yeah, that was a joy.
Yeah? So, I mean, how...
What is that?
Going Clear is a documentary on HBO that... Expose
Okay.
about Scientology.
Oh, this is the one you were caught up in the other day.
Yeah, I was watching it.
All right.
So I watched this. Have you seen it? at all?
I have not seen it yet.
So, but I mean, where were you feeling repercussions at?
Smiley a Scientologist?
well, everywhere because
Oh.
I'm like the only Scientologist anybody knows.
Right.
I
was
didn't even know you
everybody-
were a Scientologist.
So were people like bombarding you, or?
Yeah, I was getting bombarded like, oh.
I got to put my 2 weeks in.
Is-
Do I do that now?
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
Don't worry, Smiley. I give shit at Christians all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So you have the faith.
So you were getting bombarded by people. Were they like, "Was this true? Is this true?
Yeah,
Is this true? Yeah.
seriously, they're like, "Oh,
Do you know Tom Cruise?
I just saw the documentary, blah blah.
Yeah.
blah. Is this real?" I'm like, "I don't know. I haven't seen the freaking documentary."
Is John Travolta really a prisoner of Scientology?
And I'm like, "I don't know.
That's kinda how they
I've
paint
never
it.
met the guy. I
Yeah.
don't know these things."
Interesting.
How many audits do you do in a weekend, Smiley?
I'm not an auditor.
Okay.
What was the 2-letter thing? The
OT.
SF. What is it?
It's OT.
Oh no, was it? When Tom Cruise kept talking about, I just want to be a. Come on, never mind. I'm boring everyone. I understand.
I don't know.
But
I mean, there's a operating thetan that's OT.
What was like the top dog of Scientology?
Yeah.
Was like a
OT7.
Whoa, somebody's watched it a couple times. And everywhere I would go, people are like, hey, did you watch that documentary yet? It's all of a sudden like HBO's like the hard-hitting, like...
That's so weird.
The news channel now.
Like,
which
everyone watched that documentary, and I was getting bombarded with
Yeah.
questions. And
don't get me wrong, I'm one of those people that's like, Billy, you got to watch this Vice. You know, it's all about cancer, and they're fucking curing cancer. You got to watch this shit. Fucking media, man, trying to keep it out. And then we watched one the other day about Vice, and it was about the Patriot militias.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then they only do 15 minutes on it, and then they go do another 15 minutes on something else.
Then you kind of like, oh, fuck. I want
on,
to
next
more.
week, I wanna get
But
more.
then the next story, it's just as compelling.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, shit, they're going to kill the fucking fish, all the fish in the world.
No.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
want
There's
that.
going to be no more sushi in by 2040.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Overfishing? Yeah, it's a fucking
If they
big
don't,
problem.
I mean, they just
I mean,
basically told
seriously.
facts. But the thing that was crazy, the thing like about that I learned is that in the Gulf, they actually, what did they set this weird restriction there, and they had a like it was weird. They told them
oil
like
spill?
they go out. Here's what happens.
That's a restriction. Don't eat the fish
Don't eat the
because
fish
of the oil spill.
because you're gonna fucking have oily belly.
It's not that long ago.
Right. No. Like they were overfishing the Gulf, and so what happened is they would send out these what do you call the people, the oceanographers?
Oh, okay.
Or ocean
Jacques
whatever.
Cousteau?
Whatever. Yeah. They do like a
timeshare type of, like, not timeshare.
basically
but
what they do is they see how many fish there are, right?
1 fish, 2 fish. red
So when
fish,
they do
blue
that,
fish.
As a fisherman, they tell you you're only allowed to get this much percentage. You're only allowed to get this much.
Only go catch this many fish.
Yes,
Okay.
and that's all you're allowed to catch today.
Oh, that seems like some bullshit. I
this
thought
week.
fishing was competitive.
Hold on. And now here's the thing: they were all voting against it. Well, the people they got overvoted, right? Well, it's an actual scientific study that they figured out is if they go figure out how many fish are in the water and they tell the people only fish a certain percentage, it gives the other fish time to reproduce. And the guy was like, "Man, I was 100% against it." And he goes, "And I've never caught more fish in my life now."
The British are coming. The British
Yeah.
are coming.
And the funny thing
We
is, I'm glad
better
there was somebody smart to,
Smarter people than me.
Well,
to
yeah,
make these
no.
decisions.
Thank God for all of that.
Turn
yeah.
Billy down just a little bit more. He's like blowing out the.
Uh-oh, you
The-
blowing
not-
it
not-
up.
not the compressor.
I can also, like,
you
just
go.
talk. I think I get close. I get super
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah. It's just loud over here.
I haven't been on the podcast in
Yeah.
2 weeks. I
Well,
was
neither
in
have we.
LA and
I went to LA.
got sciatic pain.
Yeah.
Did the whole LA thing. I'm telling you, I love LA. Actually, I would say I like it
best.
better than Portland.
Really?
LA rules.
And that's because you were just there.
Oh yeah, well,
I don't know.
No,
Maybe
but it
not.
really does rule.
I've been to LA, but it's been a long time ago.
What, L.A.?
It's great.
I hate that place.
How do you hate it?
It is so
hey,
awful.
you know who I stayed with? It's Kenneth Davis.
How do you
Kenny?
hate it?
Hey!
Yeah, he was like, Smiley's like, hell yeah, Smiley.
Oh, nice.
I killed that motherfucker.
Is that where he's at
He
nowadays?
dosed me
Yeah.
at a party.
Right, he dosed me, and I never
Dude,
seen
he
him
works at
since.
Sony Studios, stayed at his house, and he was a fucking. That's the first time I met him. He's a fucking chill guy. I love that guy.
Oh, he's awesome, dude.
Weird.
The first time I met him, he was I don't know. I think he was like scoping me out because he was, unbeknownst to me, he was dating my ex-girlfriend.
What?
Hate it. The classic case of the old switcheroo.
And like, so like I hung out with him and Nolan like for like an entire night, and then he's like, "Hey, by the way, I'm dating Rachel. Is that cool?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's cool. You're awesome."
Hey,
Right.
okay, we should tell him. I
Fist bump.
don't know the number, but we have a new number.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. Fuck yeah, that's a good
Oh.
idea. It's on the website, but we have a new phone number. It's 505-633-8092. Once again, that's 505-633-8092. Our operators are standing by to
Press one
accept
for
your
English.
donation. But call in if you have anything to say to us.
As long as it's nice.
What's that?
As long as it's nice. I
Well,
don't want anybody to insult me.
sometimes people aren't nice. Who knows? You know, it's hard to tell. So Smiley, so you're okay? You're not. Are you bummed out about the documentary? Are you fine with it? Are you? I mean, you haven't seen it. Are you going to watch it?
I haven't seen it. Oh, of course I'll watch it.
Okay. I wonder. See, here's my thing with any documentary. I mean, whenever you're young, you're like, wow, that's a truth, factual thing. Any documentary can be made to look a certain way.
Well, of course.
So I mean, it's always good to do your own research, but your religion is the evil. So no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Sorry about it.
Sorry that you live in an evil world. No, I'm just
Jew, you got the Navajo
Scientologist.
traditionalist, you got the Scientologist, and you got what are you? You get the Juggalette.
the
Right.
Juggalette,
Ripper's
and I'm
arm.
Jewish. No, I'm just kidding.
Mark of the beast.
Well, did everybody have a good Easter? I mean, did anybody?
It's Easter today.
I know. I mean, well, did you
I'm
have a
ending
good
it on a
day?
high note. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to the dog park. I hung out with my neighbors. I started
Yeah.
drinking at like 11.
Good almighty.
So I follow a lot of.
I
like,
started at 12.
I follow a lot of
Honestly.
liberals on Twitter, so everyone was just posting their like fertility equinox whatever
oh,
bullshit.
okay.
Like,
Happy Fertility Equinox Day.
Yeah, it's like pagan day, not.
Here's my thing with that.
I
I'm
woke up 30 minutes ago.
I'm a liberal, and I'm a Democrat or whatever you want to call it. But it's Easter. If somebody celebrates it, it's their holiday. I don't give a shit. When I tried to go to the grocery store, it was closed
Lowe's?
because of Easter, not because of the fucking equinox,
or
whatever.
whatever
Right.
the fertility holiday.
And I'm fine with that.
I know, like, because
I
if
have no-
Jesus really did come back, he'd want some asparagus. And
I
don't know
have
why they
no
have to close
problem
their store.
that there was a holiday today. It's not mine. That's fine. But I also don't celebrate Chinese New Year, but I'm sure people do. I have no problem with there being an Easter. It just
I don't celebrate Gathering of the Juggalos.
I do.
but I'm fine with people doing it.
I celebrate Aztec New Year's.
You haven't lived yet,
Yeah.
Billy.
I celebrated Persian New Year, and I had no idea that existed till this year. I was like,
What
That sounds
holidays
delicious.
do you? I don't know what even holidays I do celebrate now. Like Christmas is, and like Thanksgiving are the only
Halloween and Thanksgiving are really probably my birthday.
Your anniversary of me getting off probation.
ones.
Yeah, that's a good
My
one.
birthday is my birthday is the biggest holiday. I
That's coming
celebrate.
up for me.
Oh,
In
yeah, I
May.
got one too. Me. When's your birthday?
Oh, what? My probation?
Oh no, I thought you were talking about your birthday in May.
Oh,
Oh, no.
When did you get off probation in May?
I will get off probation in May.
Would you know the date?
Nah, not specifically.
No,
I'll
I have a
check.
birthday in May, so I was like, maybe we can like turn it into a
I'll check with my
festival.
lawyer. He probably. I mean, that's kind of his job. My lawyer knows when I get off probation, right?
As he should.
I was like the Smiley has. A
I
lawyer
knew
on
the
retainer.
exact day I got out of probation. It was July 13th, 2013.
It was a cold
and it was
day.
a countdown. And I knew that was the last payment I made to the interlock place, and
Ooh,
I
that's a good
was
feeling.
I will always have that date in my head, June 13th.
This is a
I'm sorry,
day
July 13th,
that will live in infamy.
One
and it
small
was a party
step.
down. I remember
Yeah.
the first drink I had after probation.
It's a Dos-A-Rita.
It
brought to you in
was a
part by
Marble Red.
Dos-A-Ritas.
I walked over to Marble, had one of those, and it was delicious.
And then I drove and got an interlock again.
I've never been on probation. I'm a good kid.
Well, there's parole and there's probation.
I don't break the law.
I've been on it a few times.
It's fine. Once
Those
you've
are-
seen one, you've seen them all.
Those who break the law go to the house of pain.
It's
Right.
true. You know, by your third DUI, you have this shit down.
Seriously.
It's
Right.
a DUI.
Right.
Good Lord,
You're already
Smiley.
making payments to the lawyer. What's another? It's fine.
He's like, he goes,
fine.
he goes first. He goes. I've got rent. I have phone. I have cable. Lawyer.
Lawyer.
Hey,
yeah.
yeah, it's true.
Okay. To his credit, he somehow got my third DUI taken down to a first offense. Got rid of
How?
the.
That guy's a genius.
He got rid of the evasion, the resisting arrest.
Evasion.
Well, because I drove through a DUI checkpoint, like I
course
didn't
you did.
stop, and then I got out of my
I was in the
handcuffs.
car with you.
I thought it was hilarious.
It is hilarious.
I was like,
Let's go do it now.
ta-da! Check it out! I got out of the handcuffs.
That was amazing. That story alone is amazing.
And then he got it. He got me on the first offenders program, and I'm like,
I think dreams are made of.
for my third time, I'm on the first
I can
offenders
see you
program.
showing up to like whatever first offenders show up to, and
You're
they're
like, coffee's over there.
Yeah, no, they're
Donuts
like
right there.
they're like I got to take a call. Smiley, can you take over the class?
Right.
God, I remember all that shit. And the thing is, it's not something you're proud of, but like all these, I was basically in a room with a bunch of kids. You know, they're like their first offense. Because it was a first offenders program. Like they have like 21-year-olds, like 18-year-olds, and here I was, a 30-year-old. It's like, oh God, you guys are dumb as hell.
I drove an ambulance, and I had like 3 of those.
Oh wow.
They're like, what took this guy so long? Like the 40-year-old virgin, the 30-year-old felon.
Oh gosh, I guess I'm the one I slipped through the cracks.
Well, stick with me. You'll go places.
Oh no.
It's not worth it. I mean, you can totally get out of it. It just takes like $6,000.
Oh God.
A good lawyer.
See, that hurts me thinking about it.
Yeah, $6,000 is not a lot.
$6,000.
It's not a small chunk of change. The thing is, mine probably cost about $3,000, and I was
how much?
3,000. And the thing is, if I could go back, and if you make as much money as I do,
not a lot.
Not a lot. I would say to somebody, just give up. Just don't fight it. Just take the fucking first offenders thing. Just get a public defender, and you'll save $2,000.
Really?
See, and I would say run away to Mexico. Take some hostages.
See
how it goes.
I go like the other way. Like, I mean,
obviously your money was well spent. My money was not well spent.
Lawyers are where it's at.
Yeah.
I would disagree with all that. Yes.
Yeah, but you got the public defender. He doesn't get the public defender.
I mean,
find a way.
Third offense would have been mandatory jail.
Yeah,
Smiley Googles DUI lawyers, and he goes, "Ooh, this guy's 4.5 stars."
Well, no, I just know for a fact he's personally
He's friends with 32 of my friends on Facebook. He must be good.
I just know that he got not one, but 2 of my friends out of their DUIs.
Yeah.
Oh, sold.
I was completely screwed, so I'm like, as long as he keeps me out of jail.
Yeah.
And you were out of jail. That's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't have to spend any time in jail whatsoever.
You did a whole year of 10 drink minimum at the Art Bar with us. Yeah.
It's amazing.
I'm still on probation.
We won't even, yeah, all right. Well, they could use this against
Smiley
you.
is my spirit animal.
Oh, my God.
That's why I don't use your real names, folks. Don't use your real name.
Right.
Billy Belmont is not my real name.
Smiley is not my spirit animal.
Smiley. No.
In all fairness, I'm off probation. And the thing is, I was doing the 10 drink minimum shows, not drinking.
Yeah, he was sober the whole time.
Oh, man, the law's for chumps.
That's the reason.
Yes.
That's the reason why we actually moved our show to Sundays. Because you had to go do some sort of DUI classes.
Yeah, I had to do classes on Tuesday nights.
This used to be Tuesday nights, yeah.
Oh.
10 drink minimum at 10 o'clock on Tuesday nights. It was like TTT.
Interesting.
Yeah. And Billy's
Until
like,
Billy
I can't do
fucking
Tuesday
went to
nights
prison.
anymore. So I go to
No,
DUI
didn't we
class.
do 8s? No, it was 10.
No, 10.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
maybe not you and I, but no, you and I did 8.
Yeah, so because
But,
I
yeah.
had DWI class on Tuesdays, and it's like I can't do that. And we switched to Sundays. Now we're here and we're competing with
Like a stupid girlfriend.
all the HBO shows.
yeah.
Yay. That's okay. That's all right.
You know, I do have to say that this is by far the most enjoyable DUI I've had.
Oh, my God.
That's fair.
Like my
Sorry.
my community service hours, I got to spend at a thrift store. One day of my community service, actually, I worked as a production assistant on a movie set
Yeah, that's
Badass.
ridiculous.
because
Amazing.
they were filming at the church where I was doing my community service, and I was
It's all
like,
swing low.
They're like, we need somebody to act intoxicated in the background. Oh, well, I can do it.
Do you need me to act like I'm on probation too?
that's-
Holla at your boy.
seriously, like I got to organize books in a thrift store for a week. That was it. It was awesome.
How does the thrift store get that? How do they get that worker?
No, the thing is, there's a certain. Okay, so if you go into, say, your probation officer or
Yeah.
like the people who are in charge of putting you on community service,
The man.
if you go in and you're like the thug dude and like super tatted up, you get one choice: you pick up trash. But if you're like Smiley and I, they're like, well, you seem like a good guy, so we'll give you these other options.
Yeah.
You can go like work at the Humane Society.
You can be in a movie.
You
Yeah,
can go
yeah.
sweep an empty building where there's
But the
nobody.
thing is,
There's
the
nothing
thing
to
that
sweep.
sucks
You can
is
help clean this bar.
Yes.
you have to go there and get a proof with them first, Whereas, like, I took my community service, like, I'm gonna pick up trash, and so
Really?
you
Why
would just
would you
you would just show up the day of, and then sometimes you wouldn't even be there the whole 8 hours.
Really?
They sign off on it.
Yeah, they just have them sign off, and sometimes you would just fucking take a 2-hour lunch, and they wouldn't give a shit. And
Dude,
You're
10 hours
behind the fucking tree with all the other felons smoking a joint.
smoking a J, doing a J.
You're like, all right, you guys, ready to plant some shit?
But yeah, there were some fucking hard thugs picking up trash, sitting in the van, and there's like graffiti all over the inside of the van.
I love criminals.
And you're sitting in there, and there are people who have just. The thing is, they have 300 hours of community service. I had 48.
Oh wow!
And it was just.
And they're probably happy.
And the thing is about New Mexico is that say you had like so many $1,000 worth of like court fines, you pay it off. Pay it off in community service. So you had people who had been doing this for like a month straight.
Oh wow!
And
because they're paying off their court fines.
And so you got people just adjusted and totally know the everybody at the.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just a part of their lives. Like they.
Wow.
That was just their lives to do community service every day.
Wow.
I'm really turned on right now.
Oh, and I was like, I had sunburn, and I almost got into a fight, Tommy, and
yes, ankle bracelets.
My muscles were glistening in picking up trash.
I had to shank somebody.
All right, we're to the time of the show.
Blood in, blood out.
Where we do our little game called The Last Word. For anybody that's the first time listening, we do a little game, last 30 minutes of each hour. It's called The Last Word. I'll throw out a category, and one of the people on the panel will say, I want the last word. And we go around and we talk about the topic. We say whether we love or we hate it, and we pretty much say why. And there's one neutral per 2 hours per person. So you guys
I feel
ready
like he's
to go?
not explaining it to people, but explaining it to us.
I know.
Reminding us, which I appreciate. I'm like, oh yeah,
I'm kind of like reminding myself as well.
Right, yeah, okay, we're neutral.
So the first category is we won the best of Alibi, best podcast. So the first category is best of competitions. Every city has them. They have these little, this town alone we have Albuquerque the magazine, IQ the magazine, which is defunct now, used to have one. Alibi, that magazine has one. I think there's another magazine.
We should start one.
We should probably start
IQ
one.
used to have one too. There was a competing weekly free weekly called the IQ, and they had their own best of.
So every city has this. You'll go into a pizza place, and it's like 2010 best pizza place. Mm-hmm. So the first category is best of competitions. Anybody want the last word on this?
I'll take it.
Tommy's gonna take it. All right, who wants to go first?
This is like a no-brainer. I mean, we just won. You know how many? Do you
kiss the ring?
I love these things. It's like, oh, I was just doing something and I got recognized for it. I mean, I've personally been in the Best of Berkeley. This will be my third time now. I've been in there once for best bartender, once for best new bar, and now this for podcasting.
Nice. Look at you. You're triple threat. You're like Jennifer Lopez.
So you love them.
I love them. Are you kidding? Give me recognition for just having fun.
I'll go next. I would say I love them. It gives just being out of the box and say like you didn't know what was going on in Albuquerque, or you weren't actually trying to compete for recognition in these things. It's a neat way to like, okay, like I don't know what best bathhouse is in Albuquerque.
I do,
but I would definitely look and see inside the Alibi. It's like, okay, so who got best green chili burrito or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, and all our friends won too.
It was all our friends.
All our friends won. I was like, oh,
everybody we know won.
Oh, Sarah got best comedian. Good job, Sarah. Oh, and Wes got best photographer.
Oh yeah, nice. Best band. We know those guys. They've been on the show a couple times.
Yeah.
But I love it. And I feel the recognition's really it's very satisfying. I was really hoping for best musician. The thing is, I wasn't pushing for it.
That's why you didn't win.
That's why I didn't win. If I went on Facebook, it's like, yo, guys, add in your boy here at best musician. I think I might have gotten third.
I think you would have too. I think you would have gotten first.
But
Yes.
the thing is, there's another thing. They didn't have best songwriter, and I would have gone for that if they had that category.
I would've beat you.
Oh, yeah, that'd be you.
But if as far as musician, I don't really think of myself as a musician. I do, but not as good as say Ryan McGarvey, who can like shred circles around me. Good congratulations, Ryan McGarvey.
He has a huge following too. I don't think
He does too.
You could have gotten second, I think.
But I love them, and I love the suspense. I love the anticipation of like what's gonna happen, like who's gonna win, and that's it.
Okay. All right. I say you guys swayed me. I was going to go neutral on this, but I'm going to say I love them. Okay. I'll tell you why I was going to go neutral, because for the most part, it's like you kind of said it. If I would have done politics, I would have probably got this, and that's the problem I have with them. Is like if we would have went out, because we went out and we were like, hey, please do this for us, and people did it. If we wouldn't have done that, we wouldn't have won it. Mm-hmm. I mean,
Well,
that's a fact.
But yes, I mean, especially our category, it's a write-in. I mean,
Yeah, it's a write-in. But for the most part, if when I lived in Portales and I worked for Pizza Hut, it was like the day that the local newspaper had this, the place I worked at was like, you need to go and you need to vote. And everyone at the place I worked at had to go. They had to vote, and there was like 3 Pizza Huts in the town, and it was just pack the box, and then Pizza Hut won every year. So I mean, it was pack. If you want to win, you can win. It's not the actual best of, but it is validating to put that up on a Facebook page and say, please do this for us, and people do it. That is why I love it. But I do think, like, I know that for a fact that this is like the first year they've had Best Band back again, because a number of years ago
They took that off.
they took it off because a band called Vertigo Venus won Best Band. They won they won 8 different categories.
And the thing is, there were
won Best
categories
Pizzeria.
where it wasn't
Yes.
even like they weren't even qualified to
They
be
weren't even
won.
qualified. They
Yes,
won.
they're like best massage parlor.
Yes, they did that, and that's the problem with the
Best pet food store.
didn't Dandy win Best Dandy last year?
Yes. And that's another reason. Fuck me. No. So I do love them. And I do love them for the reason, like, you guys swayed me. I love them for the reason that we put up on our Facebook page, hey, this is happening. Do this for us. And people came through. And I want to thank everybody for that. Very grateful.
Yes.
So.
It's a sweep. I love
Yeah.
them.
All right.
I think it's fantastic. I love the fact that you get to go out into the world and promote yourself, and I love the fact that you get to win from that.
Yeah.
And the self-promotion is not a bad thing. It's a good thing.
No,
you're
it
like
is, but-
you're like Barack Obama out on the scene.
They're gonna pick up this alibi, someone who's never heard of us, and say
Plus,
like, who's
exactly.
Who the fuck?
Right, I just moved to town, right? And I'm going to pick up the alibi when I go get my
I killed a bunch of
huevos
people in
rancheros.
Detroit. And I just moved to town.
Exactly. I thought we were keeping this. I know. They call it the Witness Protection Program for a reason. It's supposed to
Yeah.
be protected. But yeah, as a newcomer to New Mexico, that's going to be my go-to thing is I want to know where to get the best burrito and the best,
Yeah.
whatever. And yeah, I think it's fantastic. And the fact that it's voted on by our peers,
Yeah.
like, and people that we know, that's a great compliment to you, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It is.
Fucking rock and roll.
It means people love you. And they want to be with you.
Right. Or you have some good dirt on them.
And,
you don't do it.
and the thing is, like, I felt like a super badass, like going
Yes,
in.
you
Like,
should.
the thing is, I got that text. It's like, you know what I got? You're looking at the fucking best
And
podcast,
the best of anything. Yes, it's fantastic.
best podcast.
And there were
in
some people
Albuquerque.
out there that they were like, we're gunning for you. I was like, bring it.
Bring it. Chickadee, check yourself before
Bring
I
it.
wreck yourself.
You can only copy so many times.
I
Right.
like how it came
so
out.
many times.
Sorry, bro.
I like how it came out on April Fool's Day. I got
Yeah.
that text from you, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to check this out.
I'm gonna have to go to the tape, Johnny.
We need some cross reference.
And then
on.
straight up, it was our logo and everything like on that.
No, I think
Oh,
it's
yeah.
fantastic. Yes, my final word is fucking best of anything rules
I
because
say, I mean, I'm not trying to go overboard here,
plus
but I found a website where you can have a company make your own championship belts.
somebody's glass is half empty.
Really?
Yes, for $78.
I'm gonna get one.
I would get a 10 Drink Minute best of podcast.
I'm gonna get one
I would
Best
get
of Tommy's.
I would get the logo in the center, and then you can have like the little on the sides. You know, they have the extra ones.
The
I would get
consecutive years.
I would get the years that we want.
Yes. You'd be crazy not to.
Throw it over the shoulder.
Yes.
Every time we go around someone else that has a podcast, hey, what's up?
The champ is here.
Yes. Even if you want it because of you promoting it, that's beautiful.
Well, yeah, you know, well, I mean, you know, here's the thing. I mean, you know, there's people that do other shows in this town, and God bless them. It's, you know, it's weird because it's not a community, because nobody talks to each other about anything, you know. But you know, if you're out there doing it, God bless you. It's tough. It's hard, and nobody understands the, you know, the struggle that it is to do all this shit, put it together, and it's really funny because no one does it the same way. Everybody does it different.
And there's no standardized, yeah.
Yeah, because like Billy was on one show and he's like, it's so weird. They did it with this one microphone for all the people, and I was like, yeah.
And they had notes written out for every point they were going to make. It's like, that's kind of strange. Well, okay. And the thing is, they gave me a pad and paper to write out notes if I needed them. It's like,
Yeah.
no, I'm good.
No, I'm good, man. I'm a professional.
Right. Like we specifically don't write stuff down for this show.
That's probably why we're not best podcast in the world. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I thought it didn't specify. I think we are.
I really thing is, I listen to a lot of radio, and I really want those little, I guess, bumpers like boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 and now.
Oh. Well,
Brought to you in part by.
well, that's where we go into the next category. Radio. I want the last word on this
I'll go first.
motherfucker, you know? And specifically, I mean, radio. Go ahead. Radio.
Radio. I will say that I love radio. And I listen to it more than I do freaking my own playlist that I would enjoy. The thing is, being a musician, being a songwriter, you kind of have to like see what's hip, what's going on in popular culture, and it gives me an idea of like it gives me a blueprint on how songs are written, who's writing them, what the look is, and it's all overblown like poppy bullshit, but it's good information to know. So say like I wanted to do the same thing, I wouldn't make it as fucking cheesy, but I would take these elements that people like and put it into my own music, and it gives me an opportunity to do that. But there's also a bad thing I don't like about radio is driving in the morning. And in the morning, it's a different total demographic. It's catering to. Go ahead.
Let's switch it to morning radio.
Okay.
How about that? That little, you know, because radio is kind of a wide.
I've never heard morning radio.
Okay, I will talk about morning radio, and if we're switching that dynamic, I would say fuck that.
Oh, shit just got real.
Oh my god!
That's what you originally meant.
I don't even want to call. Do I? Actually, I probably should. I don't even know that. I'm not good at memorizing like these radio like stations, like the 108.7 whatever.
We have
Right.
The Edge. We have 94 Rock.
We have Kiss 10 something, and then
Yeah,
we
the
have Air.
coyote.
The guy, yeah. and it's all personalities that go on in the morning to try and act as perky.
Erica Viking.
And Erica is actually in the afternoon.
Well, either way.
But anyway, it's
She just got all,
personality.
like, that's my mom you're talking about.
It's personalities that are supposed to like make your mornings. I don't know what their purpose is.
I don't either.
And
Start
but
your day
the
off
thing is, from like 6 a.m. to like 10, you have these like dumbasses just on a mic and talking about
How do they
stupid
get these
bullshit.
jobs?
And listening to them, and like, okay, for example, the other day, I work the morning 3 times out of the week in the morning, so I hear morning radio, and I always listen to it. Chris, the thing about going to Chris's car, he never has radio on.
No.
It's always a personal playlist. It's always good. So he has his bangers set out, which is good.
He's
But the thing is,
proud.
I will listen to morning radio, and they were talking like best date movies. And it's like, oh yeah, so we have like Love Actually, and then there's always somebody who's always so stupid. I'm like, what's that? It's like, you've never heard of that movie? And they were talking, okay, and then Annie Hall won best date movie, and
Yeah.
I'm like, what? I've never even heard of that. It's like, you've never heard of fucking Woody Allen's
I was gonna
masterpiece?
say it's a Woody Allen movie, yes.
And so, and it's catering to these fucking dumb
morons.
And I get so upset. And the thing is, that's kind of what they want, I think, too.
Nah,
I actually,
maybe.
because I'm sitting there thinking, like, how stupid can these people be? So you want to listen to more, and it just
This
makes
can't be
you
real.
upset. And
Did somebody dose me?
Dosarita?
Right. Did I just get
and
dosed?
the worst part is the
my
people
worst fear
that
coming to
who
life?
still listen. And the thing is, I do believe radio is going to be, in the next 10 years, is going to be totally obsolete. And it's catering to the death rattle of this medium is just these stupid people, like, you know, like we're driving to work and, like, you know, we're going to do our job. And
what job do they do that does this? We're gonna do our job.
We're doing our job, and I'm like screwing something in
Billy
with
just
like
got
a can.
jazz hands. Yeah.
And hearing them call in, and it's like, you know, well, my boyfriend cheated on me, so what I want you to do is like call him. Oh God! And then, like I said, I get legitimately upset. It's maybe a good way to start out the morning because you kind of are motivated enough to be like, God, fuck this.
Yeah.
Fuck them. Let me please be above them.
Right.
And then so that's my word on morning radio, and I hate it.
Hate it.
It's bullshit.
Billy hates it. Okay. Who's next?
I'm gonna take my neutral on this because I honestly have never heard morning radio. This was all enlightening to me. There's no time in my life that I've woken up before 10 a.m.
Okay. So Smiley. So tonight at 6 a.m. when you're kind of like making dinner at 6 a.m. turn on the radio. I'll text you.
That's like my bedtime, man. I'm like, oh, the sun's coming up. Better go to bed.
No, the thing is, turn on the radio at that time, and I'll actually text you. I'll wake up and like turn on the radio, and you're gonna be like, "What the fuck are these people?"
What's
and
wrong with America?
there's some people with the most grating voices on there too.
Yes.
And you have like people.
How does that work?
I don't know. I really don't get it. So you have a girl with a high nasally South Valley voice.
Wow.
And you have this guy right here. He talks like
he talks like this.
He talks like this.
Welcome to the morning show with Ruck and Truck.
That's what and I think that's what I'll stick it in the mid. Fuck. Are you
that's
serious?
and that's the sound it sounded. It sounded like
the
one big
water boy.
blob of noise, and that's what it go. Yeah. Well, all right. Go ahead. So Smiley took a neutral.
I'm taking my neutral because I don't have an opinion on it.
I will say one thing though that I understand Howard Stern was morning radio.
Yeah.
And
he's been like all around.
And the thing is, I have never listened to Howard Stern, and I've heard like there's some like Mark and Brian. My brother loves Mark and Brian.
Yeah.
I've never heard them.
Everybody tries to be Howard Stern or Opie and Anthony.
Or Drew and Mike represent Detroit, Michigan.
Here we go.
One of the greatest morning shows of all time. And I'll tell you this, that I don't, and where we even got this topic from was that today I was driving and I was like angry. I was driving on the road and I'm like, man, these motherfuckers are just dumb. And what irritated me was I had like $7 in my pocket, and I know these assholes are getting way more fucking money than I have on me, and they're not even good at what they do. And so that's where I would say that I hate it. But on the rare occasion, much like Halley's Comet, one comes crashing through the universe that's good. And we had a good one in Detroit. Drew and Mike was fantastic. The type of shit that even when I moved to Arizona, I listened to it, like via podcast, even with the time change. You know what I mean? Like I'd get up and I'd log on in the morning just because and maybe it's because I was having nostalgia things or whatever, but it actually was funny. So,
but as a whole, let's not do just Drew and Mike. Let's do as a whole.
As a whole, I would say no.
You hate
them. I hate them. I hate them because I hate the fact that I'm not one of them. And I think that they're not that talented.
Right.
And that's what bothers me.
Okay.
And I've done hair for a long time. I've done a lot of different, things. And if you're better than me, I can own that. And I'm okay with that. But when I'm better than you, it annoys me.
Okay.
And I'm not saying I'm better than them. I'm just saying I'm better than them.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So you hate them.
I hate them.
Okay.
Death to morning radio.
So I'm going to say I hate them. I mean, it's pretty apparent.
Is this a sweep?
Now, no, Smiley went neutral.
Right.
No, I've heard this before.
Now, here's the thing.
That's my bedtime.
I think the reason why you're and I'm gonna hate on them, and I'm not gonna blame the people doing the actual work.
So mature of you.
Well, here's the thing.
It's a grown up.
Okay. It all comes down to what they'll let you do.
Fair enough.
What they'll let you do. And I don't know Drew and Mike, but I bet in Detroit they're a little more loose.
Best.
I bet they're a little more loose than they are.
I know I was.
In Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Huh?
So when you get up in Albuquerque, New Mexico,
same
we
thing about
have
me.
the worst, and I'll call them all out. They're all the worst shit. And
Ever.
I don't necessarily know that it's their fault. And all it is a carbon copy of trying to be Opie and Anthony, trying to be Howard Stern, but also trying to stay within the confines of not being too controversial. Just enough controversial, but not that because that's New York. New York, they get a little more, leeway than Albuquerque does.
Fair enough.
So you get up in the morning and they have Cheaters Hotel.
Fart jokes.
And what Cheaters Hotel is they have a woman or a man who's like, I think my blah 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 is cheating on me. First and foremost, everybody, it's a setup. It's all fake. It's all phony. Here's how I know. And I'm just guessing it's fake. Because first and foremost, we live in a town of about 500,000 people, 800,000 with Metro. For people to act like they've never heard of this Cheaters Hotel, I mean, it's pretty obvious.
I've not heard of it.
If you listen, okay, but if you've been here long enough,
All right.
you know. So if someone calls you on the phone out of nowhere and tells you that they're from the Wynn Hotels in Vegas and you've won a trip there,
No, I would know
after
better.
a while, at least one person is going to go, is this Cheaters Hotel?
Oh, yeah.
At least one person somewhere is going to go, this sounds like Cheaters Hotel
Or my
on Buck and
probation
Dex or whatever the
officer.
fuck shit it is.
Right.
And no one ever does. So that's fake.
Okay.
Totally fake. And number two, the people that call in are the most ignorant motherfuckers on the planet. One day I'm just sitting there listening to it, and it was really insulting to my intelligence. This guy calls in, he's all, hey man, what about that show Queens and Kings, bro? And I'm like, it's the king of fucking Queens.
Oh, shit.
Not kings and queens, bro. And I would have said that to him. That's what I would have said to him, but then I'd be fired right away.
Probably.
But
Especially
when
if you
you're
started
sitting
dropping
there
F-bombs
talking
at 8
about
a.m.
you're like, your favorite team is the Detroit Red Wings, and you laugh like this. First of all, Detroit Red Wings? Really? How old are you, 5, that you think the word Red Wings is so, like, edgy?
Which I was 35
Terrible.
before I got the joke, yeah.
And it's a terrible
It's
joke.
not a good joke.
Terrible joke.
Plus the Red Wings are
And the
Stanley
guy that
Cup
you were talking
champions.
about, he was the guy you were
Stanley
listening
Cup
to.
champions.
Yeah, the guy you were listening to, that's the one who made that shit
Oh,
joke.
it's terrible. Right, and I
Well-
picture him being just gross, man, that would not even, I
So-
don't know.
Someone named a team the Red Wings?
Detroit. That's our
Detroit
hockey
Red Wings.
team.
They've been the Red Wings for
Before the joke.
Way before the joke.
before the joke.
Way before the joke.
What's the joke?
It's
Right.
Red Wings.
Period.
Red Wings
No.
is when you go down on a girl when she's having her period.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you
Okay.
get the Red Wings.
Anxiety.
Right. Well,
I hate
on the
this
morning
talk.
radio, he's like, "Your favorite team is what?" And the guy goes, "The Detroit Red Wings." And he goes, and he's like, "Why are you laughing?" He's like, "Because of your team." He's like, "The Red Wings." And he's all.
It's like
This
Beavis
was a
and
joke
Butthead.
on the morning radio.
Huh,
And I'm
well,
like,
that's not a very
this
good
is
joke.
fucking, oh my God, it's grating to my ears, insulting to my intelligence. And it was like, I'm trying to be edgy. And it's not. It's
No.
terrible. Just terrible.
I do find the celebrity gossip too in the morning.
Yes.
Is kind of.
Oh my God,
Great.
Chris Brown beat another bitch again.
On the Justin Bieber roast was last night, so call in. How did you feel about the way that, I mean, were there was it a little too racial? Did you feel, and
Did you
people,
see Martha Stewart?
And people will call in, and it's like, your impact on this matter is nothing.
Well, they do the same thing with like the red carpet after the Oscars. Young ladies will call in and be like, "Well, that actress's dress, I would have felt that I would have worn something different." You're like, "What the fuck are you? Why am
Yeah.
I?" But yet I do it. I watch
You
it.
live in a trailer.
I listen to it.
I don't know. I think it's fucking terrible. I think
It's like torture.
Here's my problem with it all. And I don't listen to the radio at all, except if I get into Billy's car, and then I just kind of like, God,
I listen to it.
it
The thing
hurts
is,
my brain. It
I listen
hurts
to it
my
'cause it's
brain.
free.
I have the technology in my car that I don't have to.
It's better than us.
I am.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
but here's the thing. It's like I work. I have to
You
listen to the
people.
radio for an hour every 2 weeks because my work has a radio show, and it's on AM radio. And if all you have is AM radio, I hope you have a gun and shoot yourself, because it's terrible. It is absolutely terrible. Every commercial is geared towards old people because they've realized that's all that listens to it. So every commercial is life insurance, Welch's Purple Grape Juice.
A fine product.
Well, Roto-Rooters or Roto-Rooters?
No.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Back pain medicine.
The scooter.
Yeah, the
Hover around scooter.
hover
shit.
rounds. That was like the hover rounds.
And it's like, man, it's sad. It's so sad.
They're like,
it's
don't get scammed by people that just come up to your
yeah.
door.
And oh my goodness, it's like, wow, it's terrible. It's really, really, AM radio is the end of civilization. But
See, and I thought it was
radio is on its way out. It's that and print media are going bye-bye. And the thing is like pretty soon in your car. I mean, you already can get Pandora in the car.
Yeah, and I have XM radio, which I
You
love.
can already
in my
XM
car.
radio.
Yeah.
But I really think they have cars with Wi-Fi now.
Yeah.
So once all that stuff starts becoming standard, it's gone.
Driving down the fucking freeway,
It's-
watching YouTube videos, right?
These people that suck, gone.
Later.
It's
And
true.
new
I mean,
people
I
that
haven't.
suck will step up to the plate.
No, see, that's the thing. Stitcher is a app that you can listen to podcasts becoming standard in cars.
I almost want to think
Yes.
that
Boom.
if there is
Boom.
like enough people, because I'm a big believer in humanity.
Yeah.
That there's
That's what you're fucking
a
up.
majority of people are like, who the fuck are these guys?
Yeah.
But we're still listening to it.
Yes.
Why are we doing it?
'Cause here's the thing. Morning radio exists because that's all there was. And now that's not true. Bye-bye shit.
Right.
Bye-bye
And just people
shit.
don't know any better.
Bye-bye shit. And so,
Same reason we're buying McNuggets still. We just
Yeah.
don't know.
I just love McNuggets.
Billy and I both will eat some McNuggets. We're
I haven't
terrible
eaten
people.
at McDonald's since I was in single digits.
I haven't eaten a McNugget
Really?
since I saw that movie Super Size Me. And
Really?
it was like a fucking mama bird chewed it up and spit it out and then carved out the spaces. And I was like, oh.
You know what? I'll
maybe
watch.
take
I'll
a
watch
break.
that movie and I'll be all, "Oh, that is disgustingly terrible, horrible." Anyway, let's go get some nuggets.
I'm kind of hungry.
No,
Did you see those nuggets on
it's
that
like,
movie?
yo, they have that ranch. They have that new ranch barbecue sauce in
I just
one now.
can't, guys.
Yeah.
I'll eat some fries.
All right, let's finish this.
I make like 90% of my meals from scratch at home.
Can you make chicken McNuggets?
That's why he's still standing.
That's why he's
Don't let him
persevered
fool you, right?
through all kinds of like physical ailments.
Exactly.
Probably, yeah.
He would've been dead.
I eat really healthily.
Macrobionic Smiley.
All right. So, does anybody have anything to promote?
Oh gosh, I do.
Okay.
I am a part of a movie that was filmed about a year and a half ago called Furries.
Oh, okay.
And
What was it? Wait, what's it called?
it's called Furries.
Like the fetish?
Like
Yes,
the fetish.
It's about the fetish.
And so
Okay.
I wrote the score for the movie.
Entire score.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll-
So that movie is coming out
Shit, nice work.
end of this month, and I think it's the 19th is the private screening, so I don't know when the public screening is.
Hold
of
on.
that.
Badass, bro.
I want to talk about this at the beginning of the next hour. I want to tease this.
Okay.
Because I want to talk to you about how you feel about this. And not in a bad way, but kind of.
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say because you're like,
You
what?
know. No, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But
there are ways to persuade me, and if you're
Yeah.
if you're a cute girl, then
I don't understand what you guys are talking about.
oh,
nor
we'll
does
get there.
anybody
No,
else.
you will when we get there.
You said you were going to tease us.
I'm going to tease him where we're going to talk about this movie, Furries, that he scored the entire movie.
Right.
Okay.
Scored.
All right.
And
anybody-
okay, so I have another thing. The
scored.
25th of this month, I'm actually having a showcase again for at Laruna Hottie. I still haven't picked the artist to play, but yeah, so I'm having that at Laruna Hottie end of
Yeah.
this month.
Laguna Honey on Central in Nob Hill,
Nob Hill.
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yes.
87108.
Yeah, so it's in Nob Hill. It's a salon slash bar slash cigar
Salon. Yeah, it's quite an
Yeah.
art
interesting
space.
place.
it's a cool space.
Yeah. Right in our little.
You're going to hear more about it in the future of this show.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Yes, you
she
will.
just got real.
Anybody else? Smiley?
I will be dancing at La Montanita Co-op's Earth Day.
Like just randomly there dancing.
at their
Dropping it like it's hot.
Pop. What do you call that when you shake
Drop,
your...
pop, and lock it.
You guys know I'm a professional dancer.
He's going to be booty clapping.
I will be doing Aztec dance for...
That's what they're calling it now?
Sorry.
For La Montanita's Earth Day celebration on April 19th, I think. We're going to open it up. We'll be there at... we'll do an opening ceremony, and we'll be dancing at 10.
Why hug a tree when you can dance with one?
10 in the morning.
That's a good quote. Look at this girl.
I like that.
I want to put you like a big, good, like HD photo of you, and then have it like
I'm doing a river dance.
The universe is your like backdrop, and then that quote.
I'm river dancing.
All right, Tommy.
TommyWoz.com. TommyWoz.com.
Also,
The Dirty Duo radio show. Chris and I.
Also, you are on Tractor Brewing.
Yes, Get Plowed.
GetPlowed.com.
Yep.
They featured Tommy as a blogger.
I'm a local celebrity now.
Yeah.
She's been here 2 years, and
she's starting to reach the level of us already.
It's not even been 2 years, just so we're clear. First of all, it's only been a year and 4 months.
Well, you made it on this show pretty quickly, right?
Year and 4 months that I've been in this town, and I pretty much dominate it.
Dang.
Holler, Mayor Tommy.
Mayor Tommy. We will not have a programming note. We will not have a show next Sunday.
Oh, good. Thanks for telling me.
He and I both will be in Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
My former stomping grounds.
So, sorry.
Where are you going in Phoenix?
I don't know.
Scottsdale, is that a thing?
Yeah, it's where I used to live.
Scottsdale, is that a thing?
I lived there.
Glendale?
Scottsdale and Glendale are way far away. It's like Albuquerque and Rio Rancho.
Tempe?
Yeah.
Tempe. Where the ASU is.
Well, we're going to be there, like, talking shit about Arizona.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm going to go with you. It's my old home.
Hop in the car.
We're going to go...
It wouldn't be hard to fit you in the car.
No.
Not a fan of Arizona.
Not a fan either.
I've lived in Flagstaff, Tucson, and Yuma.
Oh, okay.
All shitty places, with the exception of Yuma, the lettuce capital of the United States.
Lettuce?
Yuma was the worst. Flagstaff was cool.
Iceberg.
You didn't like Tucson? I hear good things about Tucson.
Tucson was awful.
I liked living in Arizona minus the heat.
Well...
Oh, I have another thing. Actually, guys, I'm in a band called Bellama, and I don't know when Memorial Day is, but we're doing their...
it's May 25th. May 24th.
Okay, so I won't even promote that because...
No, do it.
Okay, I'm playing at Marble Brewery.
Why would you promote that?
Guys, go on 909 Sessions. I don't know if it's .com, but go on their YouTube page called 909 Sessions. Mario J. Rivera.
Yeah.
Does a great showcase for musicians, and he invited us to do his HD kind of cool project. And you get to see Bellama on the...
We're happy to do your HD cool project, bro.
And he's a cool guy, like super extreme. And
extreme HD
I don't guess I know
project,
I don't guess I know him.
Yeah.
But
she's doing a great impression of him.
I didn't even mean it. I don't even know him either.
That's cool. Hey, bro, like we're doing it at 906 Sessions and extreme.
I have a.
Actually, guys, that's him right there. We have a picture of him.
Oh, okay.
And
he's right
crowd
there.
He's right there. Yeah.
So I have
That's Mario.
I have a thing coming up.
Oh.
I think we all do. It's going to be
Colonoscopy?
May 3rd. We're gonna do a thing called 10 Drink Minimum Sessions.
What?
And we're gonna talk about that a little bit the next hour. So I'm gonna
the
tease
wavy
that
hour.
as well. The wavy hour.
What?
Because it's I'm pretty excited about it. And Tommy and I had a meeting this week with some people, and we set some things up. And
oh yeah.
May 3rd we have it's a Sunday. We're gonna have a very special 10 Drink Minimum, and we'll tell you all about it the next hour. So
April showers.
I think that's it.
Powers.
But if you go to 10drinkminimum.com, you can watch last week's show. You can add us on social media. So go there.
You cannot send me a dick pic.
We didn't have a show last week.
That's the thing Tommy has to worry about.
I swear that's the one thing I do worry about.
And the thing
day.
is, like, somebody adds me that I don't know, and they never send me pictures of their boobs.
I'm going to start forwarding you all mine.
It's like you never hear a guy come in and go, "Oh God, this girl sent me a picture of her clit." It's always like, "Hey guys, come check this out."
What do you think of this one?
Whoa.
Okay, that should be a topic. Sexting.
I hear someone sent you a naked pic lately.
Oh my God, we're talking about this the second hour,
motherfucker. I gotta put it on
motherfucker.
the screen. It's the best photo I've ever seen.
We're gonna talk about this next hour too.
It puts the
So we're
lotion
gonna
in the
tease
basket.
three things. We're gonna talk about the naked photo I got, the 10 drink minimum upcoming live shows, what was the other one?
My movie.
Yeah,
scoring my movie.
Okay,
movie I scored.
So stay tuned.
Furries.
If you're listening to the podcast, wait till the next hour. But if you're definitely listening to this show, you should be drinking as we are. But always remember,
never get too drunk to jerk 10drinkminimum.com.
It's never been something I
Voted Albuquerque's #1 podcast for a third straight time. You're listening to the 3-time champions 10-drink minimum with Chris, Billy, Smiley, and Tommy.
I like the way you said Tommy.
Tommy.
And next time we have Tommy, all the way from Detroit.
And
our newest member.
I'll tell you where like everything is always stolen from something, right? And I'll tell you where I got Tommy. It's from a movie from the 80s called Hollywood Shuffle with the guy
Tommy goes to Denver. Tommy does Denver.
Robert. God damn it, what is his name? Oh God. And anyway, the whole movie is about how black people, when they go to Hollywood, they're always like pushed into like certain roles as like a pimp or like a thug or whatever.
I've been pushed into those roles. I understand the struggle.
The whole movie, he's like trying to be an actor, and it's a really funny movie. And they keep his family's like they're just gonna do this or whatever, and it has little like commercials throughout the movie, and they're like, "Are you a black actor?" They have the black acting school.
Oh,
and black acting school, and like
Not only a member,
it
I'm
shows
also
them
the
where they're all portraying slaves, and all this shit. And it's all this school's it's all sorry light-skinned blacks, not accepting, and it's all done by a black comedian, so it's all funny. But like anyway, in the you gotta watch it. It's funny. It's called Hollywood Shuffle, and anyway, in the movie, he's playing a pimp. And he's all, Tommy, you killed my brother. If you can find that, can you find that clip?
Please,
It's called Hollywood Shuffle.
Tommy.
Robert Townsend. And it's classic, amazing comedy. And then he's like, he quits. He's like, I'm sorry, I can't do this. And the guy that kept calling him an Uncle Tom throughout the whole thing is like, they're like, well, who wants this role? And that guy's like, ooh, the one who kept telling them that it's like wrong that they always portray black people a certain way. But so I want to talk about
the fact that Billy's a furry.
Billy's a furry. No, so you scored this entire movie.
It's well fucking done. That's a
Well
really
done.
impressive
Number one,
team. Yes.
congratulations.
Yeah, I'm blown away.
You have in your life, if you nothing ever, you have scored a movie. Like, will this movie be on DVD?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Now it's never. I mean, let's be honest. It's not going to go to like 1,400 theaters across the United States.
Hater, table for one.
No. I mean, it is what it is. We've talked to the director.
Oh.
It's not a big. It's a low budget film.
Yeah, it's an art film.
Okay.
It's not going to be like
Transformers.
distributed by It's not going to be the Transformers.
So you're saying I'm probably going to see this on PBS?
No, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe you'll probably see it
I'm
like
gonna have
on.
to fuck a furry, aren't I, to see this thing?
Yeah.
God damn it, not
Yeah.
again.
But the movie was done by one of my good friends, Kendra Tuthill. And the thing is, I agreed to do the movie when we were partying one night.
Oh,
He's like,
yeah.
hey, I'm doing this movie. And I'm like, I'll score your movie for free. And so...
Did she ask you, or did you just offer it?
I don't remember. I really don't. And the thing is, she had no idea of what my capabilities were as a songwriter. She'd never listened to me before, but she was like, "Yeah, you know, that's awesome."
I think some people told her. No.
Oh, yeah, I think they did.
Okay. So here's my thing with it. I get, for me, I think this is like as an artist, people have like a portfolio, and you could take this with a grain of salt. This is me talking. I would take this as a portfolio moment. To where if someone's ever like, hey, can you do this for me? I don't know your skills. You go, oh, well, I scored this movie here.
And I got off probation in June of 2013.
Yeah.
What?
But like, you can use that to like get paid for shit.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing with this is like you're saying they're gonna have a screening. I think we should all get free tickets so that because you scored the whole thing.
Duh.
Okay, I'll see what
That's my thing.
But I had a fun time doing it. And the thing is, like, it came out like probably like a couple months after
Have you seen the movie?
I have not seen it.
Well, then how did you score it?
I've
seen scenes, and I'm giving. The thing is, when somebody asks me to write music for them, I'm given a reference. Like, okay, I want it to sound like this.
Yeah.
And so what I do is like, well, fucking, that's easy.
Yeah.
And so I'll take time, a couple of hours, be like, okay, I'll write the chord progression that's not the same, and kind of do this in a way it's my own style, and send it to them via email, and then they'll give me notes. And the thing about that is she'd always love everything I sent her.
Yeah.
And it was probably about six songs that I had to drag out. Like, there are parts where somebody's talking, and it's just kind of... She said, okay, this is a jazz theme. You kind of have to write a jazz, kind of elevator music type of thing. Here's a song that you have to sound like Tiny Tim. Here's a song that has to sound like this Black Heart Procession song. It's
wait. They had a part they want to sound like Tiny Tim?
Yep. And I
Tiptoe through the
Yep, it was that song. And I wrote that. And the thing about that song, it was so hard because I don't have the high-pitched voice to do Tiny Tim.
Oh, God, no.
And so
I could have done it for you.
What I did is I put it into my range where I could maybe kind of sound like that, and she thought it was amazing.
Okay.
There it is.
So I'm watching The Big Lebowski today, and at the beginning of the movie, we're seeing the credits, and it says scored by T-Bone Burnett.
Oh, nice.
You know T-Bone Burnett.
Oh, yeah. It's.
So if we go see this movie, is your name going to be scored by Billy Belmont?
Yep.
Because if that doesn't happen, I'm going crazy.
Right.
Oh, it's totally gonna be one of those things. Big. There'll be a frame of just my name.
Double B.
All right, I'm tight with that, man. It's, in a way, it's pretty exciting.
It's really exciting. I'm super
in a lot of ways.
I'm super happy I did it.
Yeah.
The thing is,
my pants are wet.
Chris knows me. He's known me for a long time. And one of my big problems, and he'll tell me this all the time, it's like, you're fucking lazy. And I'm glad...
I don't say that. You know what, Billy? You're a goddamn lazy son of a bitch.
Lazy. Okay, not lazy in general, but lazy as far as like getting my music kind of out there. I don't promote. I'm like one of the worst promoters you could ever imagine.
You're not shoving things down
Tommy will agree with me.
Yeah.
Billy doesn't promote.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah. So, and to have this kind of get my name out and just having work done that people will hear it and have my name on a screen, like all super high def. And it's like, okay, he did something.
You made it seem like I just wake up in the morning, kick your door, and go, you lazy sack of
shit. I'm saying
dishes.
Yeah. He knows Tommy, that he knows I could do a lot better.
Billy.
As far as the entertainment aspect of my life, I could do it so much better.
I wouldn't even call it lazy. I would call it timid.
He gets all Ike Turner on your ass, doesn't he?
And no, see, I think Billy suffers. He has the same issue I have, and I've had to fight through it. I think Billy thinks that if he promotes a bunch of shit, it annoys people.
Yeah, that's my problem.
And because of Tommy, I'll give Tommy props on this. Tommy's like, fuck that, fucking flood those motherfuckers with shit. And I'm like,
if they don't know,
all right,
then they can't do it. You know what I mean? And they don't know.
Because for me, I get the dude who promotes for Burt's now. I'm about to unfollow that guy because you get invited to 4 different things a day, and that's okay.
We got to mix it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I feel I don't want to be those people, and I get that way, and I think Billy feels that way too.
You got to be like, hey, I'm doing this tonight. Hey, here's an accidental nip slip. Hey, here's this. I'll be drinking here later.
You may or may not see my balls.
Right.
Yeah.
Repeat.
Okay, I'm really glad we're segueing into this.
Repeat.
Really glad.
Whoa.
So April Fool's Day.
I
want to explain the internet to people. So April Fool's Day happened.
It's this magical place.
Anything you see on the internet April Fool's Day is suspect.
Fair enough.
So I'm not going to take full credit for this.
That being said,
one of my friends, I don't know who originally made the thing. I have a friend that I follow on Facebook that I went to college with. And there are certain people, I'll do 3 levels of people. When it comes to the internet, there's people who they're on it and they struggle, they don't do very well, and then there's people who are in the middle, and then there are the fucking people who own the internet.
Hustler.
Now, I am between medium and high.
All right.
I have a friend who's on high. He
Who is this
fucking rules
unicorn?
some shit on the internet.
I need to know
He
about
breaks
this man.
it.
He breaks the shit out of it. Well,
I'm getting really.
he doesn't have all the friends that I have. He has separate friends.
Okay.
So when he posts something that's amazing, I will repost it, and I will fucking reap the rewards from it.
You guys are like Marky Mark and fucking George. What's
And
his
I'll
name in the
I'll
Perfect
give him
Storm?
credit. It's my friend Josh McCarty. Motherfucker owns the internet. So he puts up this thing, and it was like, I just want to tell everybody that for a long time now, someone has been sending me nude photos, and I've tried to ignore it. And it sounded very like realistic, and so I'm gonna post the link to their Facebook because I'm just gonna expose them. Well, here's the thing. On the internet, you can do neat little tricks. Well, here's the joke. When you clicked on the link, it was you.
Yes.
No matter who did
fantastic.
it. No matter who did it.
It was well done.
So I repost this. And it broke people's fucking minds. It quite literally broke people's fucking minds.
Lord forgive him.
People would message me, and they're like, what fucking pictures did I send you, asshole? And it's like, whoa,
Whoa,
calm
whoa,
down.
whoa.
My friend Steph told my friend Tiff and Josh, when I see Chris Burnett, I'm punching him in the fucking throat. Because she thought it makes it seem like I posted this thing, this like plea.
And everyone's she clicked on the link and it was her.
And she goes, he fucking put my Facebook page.
Mhm.
This fucking guy. And it's not.
Well,
It's
see,
whoever did it.
I've
fantastic.
taken web design classes,
I know.
so I knew exactly what was going on.
You did. I'm just explaining where I'm explaining what happened. So,
I got this one today.
okay. So, there's a guy here's a map
This
of,
girl from Detroit sent me one today about bridge closures
Yeah.
here in New Mexico, and then I clicked on it. Big black dick.
oh, I don't want to see that.
No bridge closures whatsoever.
So
Big
yeah,
black
and it's one of
penis.
those. So I go to Anatoly. This is one of the ones. I go to Anatoly. It's a Turkish place downtown. I like to eat there. I'm very friendly with the guys that run the place. I'm now Facebook friends with both of them.
Allah.
One speaks really good English. One does not. The one who speaks very good English, a little scared of him. Not gonna lie. And he messages me, "What pictures did I send you? I want proof now." And I'm like, "It's just a joke.
Your dick is in the baklava.
I did not post your thing." I said, "Whoever clicks on it, it shows them."
It's a joke.
And he goes, "You got me good." And he goes, "Can I use this?" And I said, "Yeah."
Please do. Just don't kill me, bro.
So then.
And please give me my free baklava.
Let's send. I already got it.
Oh, okay.
So- I shared it
About
with
to have
him.
some words.
I shared it with everybody else.
My
so
favorite
let me
dessert.
explain
This
this to you.
motherfucker don't share one
So let me-
piece of a tray.
So let me.
Dot
I did.
com.
I shared it with everybody.
But
you
me.
weren't there. You don't go to movie night. So hold on. So let's think about this. The Turkish guy who's pretty aggressive is reposting this on his Facebook page.
Oh.
He ended up being blocked by several people. I read through like fights that he had with people
Jesus
on his
Christ.
Facebook page.
It's like, gee,
And he's like, "It's a fucking joke. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck if you block me." There's lots of those.
help us all.
And then he messages me back. He goes, "Did you see the fun I have?" I'm like, "Oh my god, dude, you're crazy." So of all
What if he
this,
wants to get married?
of all this, one human being does actually send me nude photos. Fucking Smiley.
The greatest nude photo of all time. I've had the pleasure of seeing this thing already.
I did not know this.
Oh, you've seen nothing until you've seen
Smiley's
this fine
like,
photo.
"Oh yeah, you want to see some fucking nude photos of me?" And he goes, "Here you go." And I'm like,
Oh
"God
my god!
damn it!"
I literally was drinking tea and I was like,
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
I'm showing it to Billy right now.
Do you notice that I'm flipping you
Oh,
off
I
at the
did.
same time?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, I did. I did. So,
Wow.
yeah,
You
thank
can
you for
fit
that.
it.
It was pretty funny.
oh my
And
god!
it's weird how many people. I would say I probably, because of my friend
You
Josh.
had to explain yourself a bunch of times?
Oh, fucking tons. Or here's what happened. A lot of it was this.
Why didn't you post that? You said you were going to post it.
A lot of it was this, Billy. It was like, man, I was fucking mad at you. And then I saw the other comments. And then I realized.
Right.
There was a lot of that. There was a ton of that. And Steph literally asked Tiff and Josh. She goes, I'm going to fucking punch Chris Burnett in the throat. She said that. And I was like, God damn, man. And for me, I'm like, this is amazing. I immediately clicked on it and I immediately laughed and immediately shared it and then never thought about it for like the next 10 minutes.
When I clicked on it, I was like, I know for a fact I never sent this motherfucker new photos, so I got shit to worry about.
I should go on this thing. I mean, people were like
nude
going
photo free.
Crazy on
No one else sent you a nude photo? I mean,
no.
That's just.
All right, I'll go in the bathroom and do it now.
That's just rude.
But it got pretty.
You're right.
There was a lot of response to it, and I was like, whoa! And I did it late in the day on and I'm like, how do you fall for this on April Fool's Day, man? And it was really amazing how people were like, he fucking posted my Facebook page, motherfucker. And it's like...
No, the thing is, I read it the day after.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's funny, because I thought he posted my...
Oh, yeah, and you thought I posted yours.
Yeah, I thought you posted mine. It's like, that asshole, whatever.
Yes, right. See? I don't know, it's pretty funny.
It's pretty awesome.
I looked at the
my favorite joke on April Fool's Day is always calling dudes and being like, I have AIDS.
The inquiry part.
God!
Oh my God!
You've done this before?
I'm looking at Tommy. She's like,
she can't even talk. She's like, yeah, I have.
With your reaction, I'm like, no.
She's like, hey, Magic, I got something to tell you.
Right. Holla at your girl.
I have AIDS. And the thing is, I was recently divorced. And I did get an April Fool's picture. It's April Fool's, so the day of, you're like, okay, so
here it comes, yeah.
So I got a picture of a positive pregnancy test.
From who?
From my ex-wife.
She sent that to you?
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I was recently divorced, and
you're like, congratulations, because this has been many years.
No. This is just This is back in like 2000. This is like 2010.
Okay, I was like,
and so, and the thing is, like,
right.
okay, I get it.
Oh.
But yeah, the fucking AIDS thing, damn, that's hard. That's savage. That's crazy.
10 Drink Minimum presents April Fools.
I'm killer. All killer, no filler.
Man.
That I think is now. I've heard the reaction in the aftermath of that post. It's actually really hilarious to me.
It's
fantastic.
It's fantastic.
The one that I did?
Yeah, the one you did.
Dude, and did you see how many people responded?
I saw, and it was
fucking
nuts.
Tons.
I responded to it, but I
hilarious.
There's like it's just straight down. Boom, 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 boom.
I think I was the first one.
Yeah. And did you get it?
I just want you to like me.
I like your hashtag on that too.
What was that? What
it's something
I just
like
want you to like me.
Like
boobs or something. Or boobs make friends. Yes.
And I was like, oh, she got the joke.
Right. Like everybody.
And people were just like, I was so fucking mad. And then I realized there's a lot of people posting. So then I was like, oh. It's whoever and I was like, how do you guys not know this fucking
I know, I got it instantly.
Reroute shit.
Yeah. I was like,
this isn't like
Lord
fucking
forgive
high
them,
tech.
for they know not what they do.
I did not get it instantly. I just thought Chris, because Chris.
What is this high tech?
Chris does
Don
fucking.
Cherry.
The thing is, before we even lived together, we used to
I would
have
do
like
mean things. Yeah.
we would do mean things on Facebook. We would be back and forth.
Well, see, because like Billy's Billy's seen as like a really nice guy, and so I would like post.
What do you mean
I would
seems like it?
No, I mean he is a really nice guy.
I am a pretty nice guy.
And the thing is so I would like portray him as like this evil like thing. I'd be all, man, Billy Belmont hit I was standing outside and Billy hit a puppy with his van. And
people would believe him.
And I was really shaken by it. And then he got out with a shovel and he just scraped it off and then drove away. And people were like, "Oh my God, really?" I'm like, "No." So yeah, so I can see. All right,
people go crazy. I mean,
and so I thought it was one of those things like, oh, Chris at it again.
No, that was not
back to his old tricks.
Back to the old tricks.
Silly rabbit.
That would
Tricks
work
are for kids.
That would work really effectively on me.
Yeah.
It works effectively on a lot of people.
Oh gosh,
People
get
pretty
very
much
upset.
Anything.
Yeah.
That if you said, "Oh, Smiley did this," they'd be like,
well, I don't know how anybody
Sounds
believes
plausible.
anything I say.
If we had the time
I'm gonna
and
be
you had
honest.
the interest, I would read you.
If I'm like telling somebody, If maybe I need a safe word. I'd be like, in real life.
Yeah.
Well, remember
They are
that night you were at my
evicting us.
house and I put the post up, I'm going to stop paying my bills so my phone rings, so therefore people think I'm popular when I'm in public. And this young lady wrote me, remember you were there?
I remember it flipped out.
Dude, this bitch went crazy talking about if you don't have friends, it's because you're a loser and you're not a victim, da-da-da-da-da, and like just tore into me. I
Just
mean,
another
fuck
victim.
it. Pages of shit. Yeah. People go crazy. They
Wow.
just don't know. They can't joke around.
The struggle.
It's real.
Man, so I mean, that was April Fool's Day. That was fun.
It was awesome.
Yeah, the problem I have with April Fool's Day is like, man, I want some news. And so I go on Yahoo or whatever, and I'm like, God damn it.
So I go to the Onion.
Half of the shit is like fucking fake shit, and Reddit was ridiculously, like,
It's one day a year.
I know. I need my news, though.
gotta loosen up.
Yeah.
I need my media intake. I'm ADD. I got
Right.
shit. I freak out. But
Fair enough.
I can only laugh at so many things.
Nah.
But then halfway through the day, I put that thing up, and, it took care of me.
Sure.
I was like, another idiot.
And another one.
Another stupid motherfucker.
I still think you should have posted it.
Your picture? I will post it on there for you.
Let me pick some good filters for it. I'm sure Smiley needs some good lighting on his pecs,
For sure.
his abdominals.
It's not supposed to look nice. That was the point of the picture.
Oh, okay.
It
Well
puts
then.
the lotion.
You know what? That'd be the
On
tip of
the
the joke. Be
smiley.
like, guys, here's the actual truth. Here's the photos.
Like I wasn't flexing. I was
real.
making a stupid face. I was flipping you off. Like the point of the photo was
you were
not to
conscious.
look nice.
And you were conscious. Thank you for that.
Actually, we should make that our profile picture for the next week.
Oh my gosh.
I agree.
So
3 votes.
So we teased 3 things. Let's get to the third one. So Tommy and I had a meeting. Like a big thing is now that we've moved back into our studio, I love it here.
Me too.
I get so tired of going out.
Because you live here. Let's be
Well,
clear.
okay, but
It's like, I love using the bathroom at my house, too.
But you don't have the reference though. You didn't do the 1 year at Art Bar with us.
No.
The shows at Blackbird, where no disrespect to Blackbird, but man, fighting the audio battle was a terrible thing.
I'm so glad we don't do that
And
now.
but the big thing is fighting the I'm not here to see you, so I don't give a shit about your show. I'm going to talk as loudly as possible battle. We didn't have that so much at the Art Bar.
No,
at the Art Bar, people were there. They were there to see us. If they didn't like what we did, they left.
Yeah, because it made you feel like you had to be quiet.
Correct.
Like, when I walked in there, I was like,
Ooh, I shouldn't. But
And
shut
their
the
sound
fuck up.
system was awesome.
It was really nice.
Art Bar.
Art
yeah.
Bar,
Yeah.
They had a nice one.
Nice
man.
reverb.
A lot of people-
nice room noise.
A lot of people
and
trashed what they did, but I have nothing bad to say.
I like the Art Bar.
They did it right. But when we went to
R.I.P.
to Blackbird, the problem with Blackbird is Blackbird already had a built-in audience. I mean, the place did, so
Yeah,
people
the
would
crowd.
show up, and you had to fight over the noise. Well, I don't ever want to do that again. I never want to do that again. I don't ever want to be like, why? Why do I go out to do a show where the background noise is
A loud asshole.
Yeah, loud assholes.
Yeah.
You know, Tractor. The show at Tractor, almost impossible.
Oh
So-
yeah, their sound's really bad.
But the thing is people want us to do live audience shows. So, the idea came out. Or we came out with the idea. Let's do 4 or 5 audience shows a year. Let's do them different locations.
Road to Riches is one.
Okay, fair enough. I didn't even think of that. If Tommy wants to go, she may not want to go. If Smiley wants to go, he may not want to go.
if we
I've
don't
always
wanna-
wanted to go. It always like creeps up on me, and hey, I have no obligations now.
Yeah.
All I do is like
you don't.
all I do is like acting and modeling.
Well, that's a good
in
one.
this show.
But anyway,
I'm really busy being an actor and a model.
And the only thing is,
I'm trying to make it.
that means I have like
Have your people call my people.
that means like I get a job like once a month. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this
So-
1 week I
Tired.
so
have to work for a day.
we're going to do these things. It's going to be called 10 Drink Minimum Sessions.
Mm.
They're very special live shows. We're going to do every one of them at a different place.
I've agreed to sleep with all the band members.
If we can do one at Loruna Hottie, we're going to do one at Loruna Hottie.
Have you confirmed that with them, Matt?
No, but we will. I mean, that's in the future. I mean, we'll talk to them about it. Right now, Tommy and I, we had a meeting, and we have our first. Well, let me explain what they are. We're going to do a live show out. We're going to do a 1-hour live show with an audience, and then we're going to have a band local play a set afterwards. It's going to be like a 4 to 8 song set, whatever they choose. It's up to them. We're going to have, if it's not at a bar, we're going to have beer. Like, we're going to get local brew beer. We're going to get food. And here's the thing.
Crack-a-lackin'.
They're not open to the public.
Burn.
Not open to the public.
Suck it, public.
This is an invite-only live intimate show. We're going to record them.
What's the password, bitch?
Live streaming, just like we do this show. We're going to put up the videos on YouTube so you can watch them. But we're going to invite the people that we want to be there. Because we want an audience of people who want to watch us.
Who wants to watch us?
We don't want to put up a product where you're like, I don't really like their show because the audio sucks because they couldn't fucking dial it in at whatever place they were at. Number one. Number two, wow, the crowd is so loud in the background. We don't want that. I don't want that. I don't know. I don't hate to speak with anybody else, but so we have the first one coming up May 3rd.
Yes.
Well, this is kind of our second one, right?
It is kind of the second one because the first one was at Wes Naiman's studio. World famous, just came back from Tokyo doing Japan from doing some show there.
It was Tokyo.
It was Tokyo. Wes Naiman, he let us do a show. This is kind of where the idea came from. We did a show with the Limbs, and we loved that whole scenario.
Just
I'll take
say
it.
No.
I'll take it. Oh,
Billy's trying to hand me a dose of Rita.
and that's where the idea came from, is with that show with the Limbs. So this is kind of our second one. So May 3rd, Youngblood Production Studios in the South Valley of Albuquerque. We are going to do a show. Now, I can't say the band yet because we're only 95% confirmed. They want to do it. Now, here's the other thing. If available, we're trying to get the best bands of Albuquerque. We're not going to put some band up that's like, oh, we'll do it.
Tommy
Yeah,
and the
really.
dickheads, right?
We're trying to get the best that we can. Now, the one thing we're trying to do with it, though, is we're trying to take them out of their comfort zone. So if it's a band that's like hard rocking, we're going to try to get them to do an acoustic show.
Get all American
Unplugged.
Idol on their ass.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're like not hard rocking, we'll try to get them to do hard rocking, I think that would be more fun. Just something different than they do
Right.
normally.
They're like,
so that
Tommy, why do
if you're not
softcore when
there,
you can do
you missed
hardcore?
it. You missed the one time that they did that one thing, and it was
Yeah.
like, whoa.
Well, I mean,
And-
it's something we don't do normally.
No.
Like, I almost had another heart attack over at, like, Wes's place because I'm like,
Yeah.
I've never had to do live audio for a band and
Right.
a show
That's
and all
right.
at the same time.
It's
Well,
on your resume.
I have to tell you, Smiley, you're going to help on this show, but you're going to have...
He puts the lotion in the basket.
You're the assistant on this one. Because you have the guy running... We're going to do the first one in a recording studio, and the audio will all be done by the engineer.
Oh, nice.
And he just wants you to help him.
That's fine.
Yeah, so it's going to be tight. So the first one, the audio is going to be all done by a professional engineer.
Oh yeah, Ryan Youngblood.
Yeah.
Nice.
Youngblood Productions.
Yeah.
Represent.
Hell yeah.
And it's going to be tight. We sat there talking to him, and we're like, I mean, it's going to be work, but I'm like, fuck, this is going to be cool. And
Yep.
I'm excited. This is underground. This is something no one else is doing but us. This is where we're like, boom, 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 boom.
That's why we win the awards.
Holla.
Fucking A, man. That's why we win them.
If you ain't first, you're
That's
last,
why,
bitch.
that's why hey, other podcasts, this is why we win the hardware.
Bow
We
down.
bring home the trophies.
Right, and the bacon. I'm hungry.
Oh man, that's awesome. We are the best podcast in Albuquerque. I'm sorry. I'm
We
gonna
are.
say, I'm
We're
gonna say,
better
I'm gonna
There it
say
is.
that.
We lay it down. Well, we're voted on by the fans.
Holla. I'm going to ride your coattails.
And the thing is, like, once we stopped especially the
Interviews.
local interviews, I want to know how much of our old people are keen to that.
I don't know. And I want to bring those people back.
And bring them back.
Because I loved the interview time of 10 Drink Minimum, but we did it. If someone comes in that's like, if they're like, hey, Christopher Walken's in town. Oh, he can come on the show, absolutely.
And he can sit on my face.
Whoa.
Just so we're clear.
Like
And
Tommy,
fart like a trumpet.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, more cowbell.
He's like, what cowbell, Tommy? Huh?
Like, yes, sir. Yes, anything you need, Mr.
Tommy,
I waited tables
your
on Christopher
face,
Walken.
it's too dry.
Do you think he farts like this?
Is my face too dry?
He has that multiple, like...
Tommy, no, I love sitting on your face, but your face, can you put some, like, oil on your lips?
He's like,
It's not the first time I've heard that.
no tail.
Olive
It is
oil.
Sunday.
A nice one, one you get from Whole Foods.
But see, and the thing is like the time limit, the time that it's going to be, it's going to be earlier. So it's going to be on a Sunday night, but I think we're going to go on at like 7. We're going to do an hour, and then the band's going to play, and we're going to be done by 9. So it's so it's not too late.
Right. Can't disturb the horses.
In the South Valley, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to get up earlier on a Sunday.
You are. You're probably. Well, here's the thing.
We're
probably going to go there early, barbecue and drink and have
Here's one thing.
Eat the horses.
I would be willing to throw down for like a cool Airbnb up in like fucking the Heights.
We could probably just give him like $50 more and let us crash on his
for a
floor.
different location.
For a different location.
Oh, of course.
Oh.
These are all going to be like. Here's the goal of this. The goal of this is to become
God
a thing.
said there was Billy.
Whenever we go out in public, people are like, "Hey, how do I get invited to those shows?" It's to become the like, whoa.
I think you could do it at my compound too, because we have killer internet and all of our yards open up, and I'm surrounded by awesomeness. Your post-war Germany friends, and like all
That's
my
what
neighbors.
I'm saying, though. It becomes an event where it's like how do
like David Koresh over there.
And the big thing too is whenever if you're invited, one thing is if you're not posting on social media and sending photos and whatever, you may not get invited back.
Yeah, burn.
That's the whole thing, man. It's all about I'm here at this thing.
Scratch our
They're
back.
feeding me beer.
Yours.
They're feeding me food. They're entertaining me.
And you better be photographing us.
Church's chicken doesn't buy itself.
Fucking A. So I'm excited. I think it's great.
I mean, we never have a chance to photograph
for the
ourselves.
people that don't live here, you're not. Don't worry. We're putting up the video.
Actually, let's do this now. Let's give them the new number.
505-633-8092.
And if you call in, if you're the first person to call in and talk, like, hey, I want to be invited, then you're on the list.
Boom.
Boom.
But, the thing is like people are like, well, I don't live there. I'd love to go to this. It's fine.
Just in case you guys
They're
fire
all
me.
going to be recorded multi-camera. They're not all going to be the professional audio that the first one will. This next one will be because we're doing that in a professional studio.
Come out big.
So... But they're going to be great. It's going to be great.
It's cool. I mean, I managed to pull off the first one. I had no idea what I was doing.
No, I know. And I also want to do a thing where, like, if people want to record video in the crowd and send it to me, we'll edit it all together in one fucking big video to put it up. 10 Drink Minimum sessions, man. Multi-angle, whatever, switch between. It's fine, but
it's a fun time. I think the West thing was a big success.
It was great.
It was
and
amazing.
People were like, "Man, I saw a lot of pictures of that. What was that?" And I'm like, "That's exactly what it was. It was something that was amazing and fun and organic."
Isn't that funny? One man's trash is another man's treasure.
And we got drunk. Holy crap!
Yeah, man.
I was in a hot tub. Like I was. Smiley and I were in the hot tub.
Getting it on. No, I'm just kidding.
No, nobody. It was.
I was not getting it.
It was fun. Think about West
fine.
Neiman's house. It's a good place to be. It was, like I said, organic and was fun. There was no anxiety involved in it. You were just in a compound.
Well, yeah,
Where were you guys?
That's because he's got a compound.
Like Tommy's like, what's going on? God,
No, and to be honest, I would rather do it at places that are like compounds, like your place. I would rather
our
do
place would
it.
be fucking the
I mean,
point,
Laruna Hottie has a perfect. They have a great,
Yeah.
I can't wander off and get in trouble. It's great.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to like get a key to get out, or like
Yeah.
Yes.
Smiley can't wander off and go and get lost.
See, and the other thing I worry about with like the public, like doing it in like a bar location or whatever, is you can't limit the people that are coming in with those places.
Right.
And it's not that I want to limit this, but I do. Yeah, I mean, I want.
We don't take your kind.
I don't want loudmouth fucking.
Knob Hill Bros.
I'm not here for the person that's just. I'm here because this is the place to be.
We don't need people like that guy that threw a banana peel at Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, so you're
Correct.
uninviting me? I'm
Correct.
not allowed to go?
Correct.
I thought I was with you guys.
Well, if you're on the stage, you're okay.
Okay.
Yeah, correct. I don't want that crap.
Yeah.
All right.
I just don't want people.
I won't bring
I don't
'em.
want your hanger-ons. I want you to come because you want to watch our show, and you want to see the band. And if you're fucking loud and obnoxious, you won't be back.
I'm going to do my best.
Sessions. Well, you're supposed to be loud and obnoxious. If you're not
That's what I
loud
do.
and obnoxious, if you're not loud and obnoxious,
What I do?
you won't be back.
All right.
No.
I can guarantee I
All
will
right,
be
so-
loud and obnoxious.
So we probably burned into some of our last word time.
Oh.
So I don't know if we have enough time to do two.
We'll
Maybe
see.
we do.
We'll
see.
Go over. It's fine.
It depends what it is.
Okay.
I don't even know.
I mean,
what
it's
Well,
Easter.
we have three to choose from. I think I'm gonna wipe out Easter because I don't really want to talk about it.
That's fine.
It's quite
I'm
disrespectful.
gonna wipe that out.
Wipe out Easter. It's.
Okay.
I forgot that.
Jesus isn't real anyway.
All right. So we're going to do the last word. If you've never listened to this show, this is your first time, we do a little game show called The Last Word where we all...
The last word.
There you go. We throw up a category, and the first person to say, I want the last word, they get it. You get one neutral per show. You have to say whether you love or hate it otherwise. So, with that, we have the category of strip clubs.
I'll take the last word.
Did you have the last word last time?
I did. I'm good. So now,
Smiley, I think, wanted it.
I do.
Okay,
He hasn't
Smiley
had
wants.
it.
Okay.
All right, so he hasn't had it.
I'll go first.
All right.
All right. I have nothing but love for the strip club.
Okay, we're talking about women stripping, though.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm all
Okay.
for it. Yes. No,
That's why I love Tommy.
No, I think it's a fantastic job. I mean, this is the thing, like, when people say to me, oh, these young ladies, it's degrading. Are you shitting me? You're the one giving me your paycheck to see my tits. Between the four of us, we have, 8 nipples among us. You've seen one, you've seen them all. So if you're going to come in on a...
You've seen mine.
Right. You've seen mine. Like, well, if you want to, I'll show up.
I don't think we have.
All
No, I
right.
haven't.
Give me, 10 minutes. But
Just
my
gonna get
point
beer?
is, it's not degrading. It's a fantastic way for a young lady to make money, and
A fantastic way.
I do. I'm for it.
I'm not gonna lie. When I've been at a strip club, I've said fantastic.
Right.
Fantastic.
I think it's one of those things that in the times of economic hardship, it always holds up. It's one of the sustainable careers that I love it. I'm all for it. God damn it, if I had tits, I'd be there right now.
I mean, I suppose it is recession-proof.
It is recession
It is
proof.
recession proof. It's like alcohol.
And it's not degrading. It's I think it's more degrading for a man to go in there and blow his whole paycheck than it is for the chick
I
to
thought-
just stand there and
I
fucking
would have loved
sway
if
side to side.
I would have loved if you'd have said it's more degrading for a man to go in there and blow.
Well, there.
Stop right there. I'd be like, what strip clubs you been to?
Well, I'm talking about my house.
It is,
You know,
yeah.
It's confusing. I know,
There-
but
you
I'm
know-
a fan.
You
I
love
say
it.
yes.
Okay.
2 thumbs up.
Okay. Smiley has the last word. I'll go next.
I'll go next. Actually,
Go ahead.
Can I go next?
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave my opinion, my sway to the end. I will say that I've been to my fair share of strip clubs. Maybe, I don't know. To be a man, to go to a strip club maybe once a year is, I guess, normal. And I will say 2 things. One, it's very expensive. And so you're going there and you're spending probably $8 on a beer, like a tall beer, which is ridiculous. And you're watching girls. And the thing is, the eye candy is amazing. Sometimes you'd be like, oh wow, that's awesome, and you get like lap dances, and I always feel that I'm spending too much money on these places. And the thing is, if that shit's happening in my face, if I have a girl's parts in my nose when she's like spinning around, and she's gyrating on my junk, and you got a boner there, and you're not getting off. That is awful. Yeah. It sucks to be a guy in a strip club that just has pretty much blue balls. Okay. And the thing is, it's monitored to a way to where like she can just look at a dude, the bouncer, and you're out of there.
They'll fuck your shit up.
They will fuck you up.
They'll ruin your life.
And the thing, and
I don't want your life.
I'm just I'm not familiar with the etiquette of strip clubs enough to where, like, okay, so is this enough, or like,
is this enough?
Is this enough? Is this enough money to give you to fund your doctorate? But
your doctorate of cocaine.
But again, so basically, I'm paying a lot of money to have blue balls, and I will say I hate strip clubs for that reason. And I would have, the thing is, I could go in my room and jerk off, and that's free. And so that's why I hate strip clubs.
I'm gonna start charging you.
Okay. I'm gonna go next.
Billy, what are you doing in there? $5.
I'm gonna be honest. I came up with this category earlier in the day, and I was like, man, what am I gonna say? And I'm like, as the older I get, I don't like them. But then I was like, we started this category, and I'm like, man, what am I talking about? Man, I love fucking strip clubs. What am I talking about, man? And the reason why you don't know etiquette, because you've never been with me.
Oh, okay.
I roll into strip clubs, and I am an animal at a strip club. Animal.
Like a rapist?
Yes. I just start raping. No. Okay.
Do I need to get a raping
So in
shot?
college, I was in a fraternity, and we would go to the strip club. You see, here's the guy. Here's etiquette. If you're in a strip club, all by yourself, watching a girl, and this isn't your first time to do that, you're probably the guy that creeps them all out and they don't like you, and they may or may not come over to you. If you give them money, they'll keep coming back, but they talk about you in the back. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So the only time to go to
Not as an answer.
The only time to go to a strip club
Not for lack
is
of
with
trying.
your friends. You need to have, you need to have at least one guy who's never been.
That's usually me.
You need to have a woman in the group. Mm-hmm. C, the rest just dudes. And
going with a Taiwanese billionaire actually helps out a lot.
That helps out a lot. If you have a guy that has money.
Been there, done that.
It also, okay, here's two awesome scenarios. A guy who has unlimited amount of money and loves to throw it around, or the new guy who's never been just got a new credit card. Both situations amazing.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I've never been in those situations.
I have. Yes. Both in one. I can't ever say I don't love them because I've been to so many.
They're fantastic.
Was almost banned from one because I had one stripper spanking another stripper, and she missed and cut the other stripper's right by her vagina with her fingernail, and she started bleeding. And they were going to throw me out, and the manager was like, we're going to ban you. And they calmed him down. He was going to fire the two girls.
Eats doesn't
and
clean
they
itself
calmed
up.
him down, and I was like, what? I'm the guy that goes in, and I pay little to no money, and I get the most results. I'll go, like, here's the thing. I lived right by Texas. There's dogs across the way.
I'm like, what the fuck?
They're hearing us, and they're howling. Okay.
I get the same result with dudes.
Here's the difference. The thing that sucks about New Mexico is if you go to a strip club and there's booze, it's only topless.
And there's some sloppy tits in New Mexico. I'm just being
sloppy tits.
And she's right. and it's weird because
some sloppy motherfuckers.
The best location for a strip club is downtown, where we have the worst strip club.
Oh.
It's the worst strip club in town. Now, Texas, many things I hate about the state of Texas. Their rules towards strip clubs, the most amazing. It's like, well, if it's all nude, they don't sell alcohol, but you can bring your own? And I'm like, what? It's like $20 to get in the door, but you bring your own booze.
She got like a fucking case of Budweiser on
No.
your shoulder, like,
No. A keg of Budweiser.
Yes.
You can bring in a keg of beer.
Looks like I'm moving
So
to
we would
Texas.
so we would drive an hour and a half to go over to these strip clubs, right? And I was always the guy that something crazy would happen at a strip club. Like there, I never get the lap. I mean, I never pay for lap dances, so I'm a bad person. I know I'm a bad person.
Yeah.
But I am the guy.
Bitches gotta eat.
But here's the thing. I am the guy that goes and I'm the poster boy so you can get people to get lap dances.
You're the ringleader.
I'm the ringleader.
Welcome to the circus.
She knows what I'm talking about.
Yes.
So I'm the guy that's at the stage and I'm like, yes, and I'm loud. And I've had things happen like
no
this.
feature in your front.
and they, I'm the one that people are like, whoa, I want that. And they're like, oh, $20. And they're like, oh, here's $20. I'll go and I'll go give them $1 at the stage, and they'll grab like my belt and undo it and rip my belt out, slam me down on the stage and start whipping me, and then throw the belt back. And people are like, "What in the fuck?"
Yeah.
That's happened to me. I have had them like grope me and like put their thumb in my ass.
What the fuck? Where are you hanging out? Let's go.
I'm that guy. So.
What are we doing
I
here?
hadn't been back for quite some time.
It's Easter.
So I had not been back for quite some time.
My ass is somewhere.
So
What the fuck are we doing? Sitting around.
we go to
Why are we at the strip club right now?
right.
Seriously,
So
this is an option.
we go to I go to like one of the trick lock thing where they have the
Jesus,
show.
work miracle.
They do the show, right? So they have a keg of beer there, and we're all drinking and partying, and everybody's like, well, "Let's go out," and it's like after 2. And I was like, well, the bars
I
are
gotta
closed.
get this bitch's thumb out my ass and let's bounce.
Bitch thumb out my ass. Got a bitch's thumb out of my ass. So
And
then
then
someone's
I'll
like,
be
well,
ready.
let's go to knockouts, and I'm like, I don't
Fine,
want to go to a
fine
strip
establishment.
club. It's terrible.
Don't you get it? I'm done.
You have
I'm done.
PTSD.
I'm out of the strip club game, guys. It was that. It was that.
Chris has been so experienced. Like, you don't get it, do you?
And it's so funny because I did not say a thing.
He's got
And
PTSD.
so we're rolling over. We're
We're
rolling over to this place, and I'm like, oh man. I was like, I can't get back in this world. I can't get back in this world.
Yeah, I can't.
So then
I can't.
I can't. So we get to the door,
just a
and they have a
squirrel.
sign that says "couples free."
Oh shit.
So me and another guy are acting like we're a couple,
Right.
and the bouncer was like,
Gross.
"Okay, you guys get in for free."
We're talking about knockouts, and
Yeah, it's a fucking, it's a slaughterhouse.
it's a seedy,
Literally.
it's seediest
It's a
strip club.
slaughterhouse. So we
the
go in,
grossest place
so we
I've
go
ever
in,
been.
and it is packed. And actually, the talent is
You've
much
not
better
seen
than
my
I've ever
bathroom.
seen there. Right? Keep in mind, very drunk. So I'm like, you know what, man? I'm just here. I just got in for free. I don't really want to spend any money. Trying to stay in the back. Trying to stay out the life.
Right.
All of a sudden,
He's just dipping his toes in.
all the and this is all these like little art people, and we do not fit in with the
Can I have a side part?
The regulars.
cruising crowd.
Oh,
the
yeah,
Sunday
yeah.
night cruising crowd.
We call them East Fourthers. The people, the thugs. You got
do not fit in.
Ed Hardy Bros.
There's a bunch of
Right.
those. Here's the
People
the
hanging
guys.
out east of Fourth.
Here's the guys. Here's when I got out of the strip club going game.
Does that mean Mexicans?
When rap videos came out and they were like the Make It Rain thing.
Which
when-
I'm a huge fan of.
Of course, because you worked at one.
Yes.
But people like me ruined it for me, so I got out of the game. So this crowd is there, and so I'm with these art kids, and they're like,
Just so you're clear,
these-
you can't get out of the game.
I know.
Once it's
pulls
in
you back in.
it's always in you.
And this is where I'm going. So these young girls, hot girls, are like,
Blood in, blood
they're
out.
like, we want to go up to the stage, but I don't know. This is kind of scary. And I'm like, God damn it.
he's being it's like Rambo and
like,
like
Mom.
Rambo 3. He's like,
Yeah.
oh gosh, I have
Here
to.
we go.
So I go over. So I
Come
go
on,
over.
children.
So I go over and I swipe my card and I get $20 out of the fucking ATM.
All singles.
I walk up to the bartender. I was like, give me all ones.
Oh,
And he's like, are you sure? I'm like, I'm sure.
yeah, I'm committed.
They have my picture up. Do not give him ones.
Right.
So we go, and I go, let's go. And they're like, where are we going to go? I'm like, we're going
There's
up
a rainstorm
to the
blowing
stage. And And they're like, well, what do we do? And I go, you don't do nothing.
You just stand there.
Stand there. And I throw $1 in front of each one of them. And the girl comes around, and I go.
It's like carp fishing.
And I go,
Detroit.
and she goes to go, do whatever she's gonna do. And I was like, first timers. And so then she's like, oh, spins around, flips over, rolls her legs over their shoulders, has their coochie in their face, boobies, and then
I would have done it for 50 cents. Just
does the booby rub in their face. And I'm like, and I'm turning around to the crowd, and I'm doing like I'm a quarterback for fucking Notre Dame, and I'm trying to, or I'm sorry,
Omaha,
Philadelphia Eagles.
no, or I'm like for the Philadelphia Eagles, I play linebacker, and I'm trying to get the crowd louder. I'm like, come on! So then like this goes on all night, and I'm fucking throwing. I spend up $45, in like 2 hours. So then 3 weeks later, I'm at Blackbird Buvette for an open mic. I'm just there to get a drink. This dude rolls up and he goes, hey, I know you. It's like, you're a comedian. I go, no. Well, yeah, kind of. And he goes, I saw you at Knockouts. You are the funniest motherfucker I've ever seen in my life. And he goes, man, I never laughed so hard. He goes, where do you do stand-up comedy at? I was like, oh, I don't.
You're like
At
Knockouts.
Knockouts. Here's the fucked up thing. I do it at Knockouts. I pay them money.
Right.
Fucking retarded.
Right, exactly. Who's
And
your daddy?
he was like, man, you're a fucking amazing. And he walked out. That was me. That was like, I got
Who's
one
your
more left
daddy?
in me. So all in all,
Don't you get it? I'm done.
I'm done. I love strip clubs.
Strip club.
Can I get a beer,
chose
Chris?
me. I didn't choose it.
Yeah. I like that you know that, the ringleader. I'm the ringleader. But I do think...
The thing is, I've never been to a strip club. That's got to be like a store we have, maybe Saturday night.
Oh, yeah. I know all the tricks, man. They'll take your glasses off. They'll rub your glasses on their pussy. They'll put it back on you.
It's all
And you're like,
greasy.
ooh, that
What's in the
stinks.
pussy?
That stinks.
I mean, come on.
They all
That's
the
a
tricks.
general assumption that it's going to be... Come
But
on.
wow, can you imagine a keg of beer inside of a strip club?
I can, because I've done it. So, yes.
God damn it, Chris! I've been okay. So if I talk about strip club experiences, I've maybe had 8. In my
Oh, wow.
Dude. They used to have 8 shifts a week.
And
they all end bad.
And here's the great thing about strippers,
good.
man. They're congenial. Because, I mean, they have to deal with it every night, and they have to act like it's their
Oh,
first
dude,
time.
that's where I
and-
learned to tell everybody to go suck it. You know what I mean? Like, I think
Yeah.
we're going to a strip club. Every woman should do it.
Yeah,
Because
well,
it makes you tough.
yeah. So, Smiley?
Like, oh, hell no. Did you just say that?
Oh, I got the final word, didn't I?
You did. You're going to hate it, aren't you?
I do not like strip clubs.
I get it.
He's a professional dancer.
that has nothing to do with it.
They're mocking dancing.
I don't.
He's had his dick bitten at a.
You
strip
don't like
club.
the song...
I've had my nipple bitten.
Wait a minute. Do you not like the song I'm a Lumberjack by Jackal? What's going on here?
Or girls.
Girls. You don't like that one?
Right.
Every single time I've
Rocking in
been,
Atlanta.
every single time I've been to a strip club, whoever dragged me there has apologized. Every
Really?
single time.
Not going to the right
I would
ones.
never apologize.
Never.
Well,
If
that's
you aren't having a good time, that's your fucking problem.
The only reason I would apologize is that I didn't bring you sooner.
they
I would have a good time.
like the only time I ever had a good time at a strip club was when it was like a New Year's Day, and me and my buddy Mike were like hungover, and we didn't want to pay for our meals, so we decided to
Right.
we decided to con this dude into saying that we were planning on opening our own strip club. And like the only time I ever had fun was pulling a con
Yeah.
at a strip club.
Huh.
Other than that, I've never had a.
See, it's all who you go with.
It's fun.
It's fun.
Well,
It's fun.
like I said, I mean,
Loosen up, America.
I would go with my former employer, who's a Taiwanese billionaire, and I mean that's fun because I was, I mean, I didn't really have to look at the boobies. I had like unlimited Jaeger shots.
Here's what I wonder. Like I had this thought. These are the thoughts I have. I'm not gonna lie. So this is gonna sound terrible. So there's this movement, and it's the Free the Nipple movement.
Yeah, the Canadian, or no, the what country is this in?
Finland? Is it Finland?
It's
all over.
No,
it's
Iceland.
actually
it's all
it
over.
started in Iceland.
it's
though.
everywhere. It's everywhere.
It's all over, but
So
Iceland's
here's the
been
thing.
No, but it
the
started
newest
somewhere.
one.
Okay.
As did AIDS.
There's the Free the Nipple movement.
Yes.
Hashtag Free the Nipple. Women, there was a day that like women were just showing their titties online, And, you know, everybody's like, well, a lot of men were looking at it. Well, yeah, I mean, that happens. But here's the thing I thought. I was like, you know, in my mind, here's how I think. Women should be allowed to walk around topless if they want to, and it not be illegal. I agree with that. Now, everybody's like, well, of course you do. You're a man. You want to see that. Yes, that is true. And the reason, but let me explain a little farther. And that's going to happen until we get used to it. Because it's a taboo thing.
Sure. And if you travel outside of the United States of America, you will see that
you
titties everywhere.
You will.
They're really
you will see them everywhere.
Deal.
When I was in Germany, I was 18. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's like a Dr. Seuss book.
But,
some are
they're
big,
used
some
to
are
it.
small. There
See,
are some for us all.
Don't get mad at us right away. It's not fair. You can't be mad at us right away. I understand. You want to, you know, women should have equal rights. They should be able to take their shirt off. But right away, we're going to be a little bit, you know, like, whoa. Because
I don't think men should be able to take their shirts off.
Agreed.
Depends on the
That's the
titties.
thing, too. It's like people are like, well, men can take their shirts off. And I was like, well, some of them shouldn't. Like me, I shouldn't be able to walk around. And I don't walk around outside. You know, I walk around in the house with my shirt off. If Billy comes home, I try to put a shirt on.
I don't want to see anyone's nipples.
Yeah.
He makes this noise. Ah! And he does this thing where he like scurries back into his room.
Yes. And because I don't, you know.
It's like a gremlin.
I think women should be able to take their shirt off because it is equal. But at first, it's going to be a little.
Fine.
All right. But at first, it's going to be the thing where it's going to be like blah. But here's the thing I was thinking about the other day. I was like, wow, that would really fuck some strip clubs over. You know?
Right.
Like in New Mexico, you know, if you have
Janet
alcohol,
Jackson,
it's all topless.
Huh?
It's like, why do I want to go to the topless bar when I can just go outside and hang
I would say the first time I saw a girl casually walking around topless would be kind of like, whoa, I've never seen that before.
Like, Tommy, settle it down.
I've never
You've
seen.
never had a girlfriend that you live with and they just walk around like naked?
No, because I never walked around.
Oh wow!
I never take my shirt off. That's the
Wow.
thing. So like they were like, oh okay.
On the
So
next
he.
episode of Therapy Sessions.
Yeah, right.
No, it's
I've never had a girlfriend walk around.
But won't that fuck over some like strip club? That's like strip clubs
No,
have
you're
to be
absolutely
against
right.
the fucking.
No, because I'm going to tell you right now, if I whipped off all my clothes, and I don't mean this in an arrogant way, but the fucking bitches I saw on that night that I was there.
Oh yeah.
Tommy, if
Murder.
you were to walk around topless, I would not look. I would just be like, oh okay.
I wouldn't either. Modesty is a very
do you guys think I'm
dominant
fat?
aspect in
Navajo
Navajo
culture.
Just kidding. what
Huh.
It's really weird because
Well, we know the Navajos are not from Europe.
So Tommy, even
Classic Americans.
if you were to walk around in a bra, we would just be like, oh shit, all right.
Ooh.
So that's okay. So that's fine. So
It kind of is.
I'm like, I'm kind of doing that now. My nipples have been staring at you for
yeah, they're
Bless.
But think about this.
I'm like, wait,
if they,
that
if
makes
they,
sense
if they
now.
free the nipple and women can walk around topless
know,
like
I
men
really
can, which they
looked at
should,
me.
which they should have that right.
Oh, I've seen a lot of
I have the right- I
freaking
do
male
it.
topless people. Like you walk around like the Academy,
Yeah.
whole topless male kind of.
But it will be like
Like I said, I don't even want to see men with their shirts off.
okay. But here's what I'm saying.
I will look away.
I'm not even talking about that. So if that happens and women are allowed to walk around topless, that will be like the milkman of like topless
yeah.
bars. They will be gone.
Right. Now chicks are going to have to
We don't
start
need milkman anymore. We don't need topless
jerking
bars
themselves
anymore. I mean,
off.
they'll be
or
gone.
Instagram's going to get to a whole
Can
new
you
level.
see like a trend to where like maybe like 2030 like women will be just like topless?
Should I hope so? That and smoking weed
Oh yeah,
Yes.
totally.
and cancer free.
Talking about my Monday. You just described my Monday, dog.
Yes.
Topless and smoking
I
weed.
will say the thing is like I'm so modest to where like I know Chris isn't even home, but I'll put on clothes.
That's funny because
Yeah.
I'm the opposite of that, and I share a backyard with somebody, and I'm just like,
Oh,
yay, yo.
when he's not home, I walk around the house naked.
I never do that.
I just
I
don't
do.
have a problem.
No, I
This is the
like
pro-
being-
like I don't have a problem with
When
it.
I lived by myself, I was naked all the time. Chilling.
I mean, basically the
I'd
only,
be the crazy bitch that would open
I
the
hate
door and you'd
clothing.
be like, well,
the,
God
the
damn.
only time I'm not wearing socks. is
Chris,
when
have
I'm
you
in
been
the
on your
shower.
computer naked before?
No.
I have. I've been on your computer naked.
You mean like on the computer or sitting
No,
in that chair?
have you been sitting in this chair naked before, checking your
I've
Facebook?
sat on every chair naked.
The stickiest of the 8 leaves.
Oh wow. The thing is,
Wow.
no, it's fine. It's fine. Actually, I've
He's
seen
gonna go cry.
I've seen Chris naked in the dark one time. And
Naked in
it was
the
one of those things,
dark.
and
I don't even care.
he always makes these noises.
Ching-ching-ching.
Ah!
And I'll run by.
It's funny. I've had that same experience, not with Chris, but with my brother. And I'm
Yeah.
like, he's just like walking from the bathroom to his room, and like I come in through the door right as when he's like standing in
Whoops.
the hallway, and he's all,
Oops.
Welcome to Dongtown.
Welcome to down.
and I'm like, you're my brother.
Population 1.
The most Chris will ever see out of me is like me and my boxers.
Here's
That's
what
it.
here's what I thank
You gotta
God
let it
for.
free.
I don't
think-
even own a pair
You
of
gotta set it free.
shorts.
I thank God. I thank God that
Bring it out.
cameras / smartphones did not exist when I was in college. Because there are several times, and you can talk to my old friends, where I did a lot of things naked. I went to Allsup's naked and bought a burrito.
We're going streaking.
Yep.
What?
Whenever we would go camping as
Frank the
a group, we would do the naked run.
And now he's on the sex offender list, and now you know
No,
why.
no.
And now you know why you can't renew
No,
your
no, no,
lease.
no.
That's funny, though.
But they were fun. It was like and it was all dudes, but it was like we're gonna run naked through the thing. And,
You're like at the YMCA.
yeah, no, not that.
Chris and I have a mutual friend who would do the naked thing all the time.
Quit talking about me like I'm
Who?
not here.
Who?
It's so confusing.
Starts with an L, ends with a Y,
Larry?
middle of the D.
Larry?
She would do the,
Oh,
and that was uncomfortable for me a
Lydia.
lot.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yes, I remember that. Yes. Okay.
But
I know.
there's
I'm
probably
gonna tell a
reason.
story about that. We would go to parties, and you'd walk into a party, and there would be a naked girl at a party, and this is in college. This is when I was in college. Billy and I went to the same town, and I would have. Here's the thing.
Funky town.
I was actually in charge, and I would have to walk up to her and say, "Hey, how are
Bitch.
you?"
Can you put some pants on?
Yes. And she would get offended. I'm like, you were at a party in public in our house.
And you're oozing.
You could potentially cause us litigation or cause us our charter or whatever.
Or causes
And
a staph infection.
She would get yes.
Mate,
she was
come
that
on.
girl. She was that girl.
Right. You're dripping.
I could tell after the show I'll tell you many stories about this because I know.
Oh, the thing is, there's a lot of stories I could tell you about her.
No,
too.
I don't know if they're as good as these.
It was
They could be. They probably are.
okay. So,
Oh God! And it would be at a party, and like I know your children, and I'd go to her boyfriend and be like, "Can you please get her clothed?
And here's a shot of penicillin.
We have people here, and don't fuck around the pool table, please." You know.
Ugh, she's all scooting her ass
I
across
think
the
we've done enough
table like a
damage.
dog.
Have we done enough damage tonight?
I think I've only been around like open nudity like when I worked at the Blackbird.
What?
in the Blackbird.
I want to hear this story, and then we'll finish.
Okay. Well, no. When I started at the Blackbird, they had basically their entire wait staff had quit.
Oh, I think it was the entire wait staff just got naked.
Right.
So
And
they
that's
were,
why the chicken tenders was so good.
they replaced like 6 waiters with 3 waiters because that's what they had. So they replaced them with me. Like I just got a phone call. I never even applied for a job down there.
Wow, I've had that happen.
They're like-
You're going to Los Angeles.
Yeah, they're like, all right,
Idol.
you know, hey James, are you
got
still looking for a job? I was like, yes. I was like, you want to come down here? I was like, okay, hell yeah.
Who's James?
And then, oh, that's me.
I'm joking.
James.
But
Smiley.
like, I started off, and then it was this girl I used to work with at La Provence, Nikki, who's also a model now.
Stop.
But she would frequently not have her shirt on
At work?
at work.
Badass.
Wow.
Well,
Man, I
'cause
missed the early days, I guess.
she had these elaborate vine tattoos that accentuate the
Oh,
shape of her
right.
breasts. So she would always
Like
be.
David Lee Roth the other night on Jimmy Kimmel. Did you
she-
see that?
I did not see
I
that.
did not. Was that the outdoor one?
Yeah, and he was like wearing a fucking like painted on bodysuit with like a blazer over it, and I kept watching. I'm like, everywhere he moves, it's just like sticking to him. And then I caught on. It was painted on body, David Lee Roth
Oh.
bodysuit. Yeah. Pardon me.
Interesting.
But no, I mean, when I started down there was no concept of.
That suit is you.
I don't
Really
even,
grips your body.
No,
I don't
remember
even.
the Van Halen song?
Is it sexual harassment? That's
Sexual
the term.
chocolate.
Well, you know what? To be honest,
There was no seriously Nikki would come up behind you, and she'd want to use the computer, to put in an order because we only had one computer back then. And so she'd just grab your junk, and you'd be like,
okay, that's sexual harassment.
and
Right.
then just walk past you, and you're like, God damn it, that works every time. Why does she keep surprising me? I knew she's gonna do it.
Fucking Albuquerque.
And then she'd
Yourself
have
a strange little
Is
town
that the
here,
last one?
people.
she'd
You want
she'd
it?
have her she'd always be showing people her boobs, and
Who's this person?
this is one of the old waitresses at
No,
Blackbird.
you're not explaining it correctly. What's her name?
All right, wait, what is she doing now?
Oh.
She's on her way, right?
This is Nikki. She's a model in LA now.
Oh.
Classic.
Boo.
Always
I was
a
in LA.
bridesmaid, never a bride.
I think I was in LA, and I actually stayed with Smiley's old friend, Kenny Davis.
Kenny the Machine Davis. I don't know.
You killed Kenny.
Great guy. I actually texted him, telling him to come
Call in.
But yeah, so we're done
He's
here.
like, fuck you.
Yeah, let's finish up, man. So you've got shows when?
I got a show the 25th of this month. It's the showcase that I haven't even picked the people to play it.
You picked the people?
I picked the people.
Nice.
And so I have also the private screening of my movie I scored, Furries.
But it's private, so you can't really talk about that.
It's private, but then again, it's maybe a week later. It's going to be the
So
public.
are we getting tickets?
Just
to
like
this?
furries.
Oh yeah, we're getting tickets.
Come on, man.
It's private, but yet public.
What
just like
what day
furries.
is it? I mean, that's the 19th, right?
The 19th of April.
So we.
It's a
420.
Sunday.
It's a Sunday.
It's
Will
a
we-
Sunday, so it's going to
Oh,
be.
yes.
So we're all going to the screening.
yes.
What we should do is we
That's
should
the
all go
same
to
day I'm
yeah.
dancing.
Here's what we should do. We should actually talk about this off the air. We should set something up and do some sort of pre-thing, and then go to it,
Yes.
and then have her or whoever.
I'm going to dress like Winnie the Pooh.
That'd be tight.
Uh,
I want to wear an outfit.
I have a onesie. I have a Cookie
let's
Monster
red carpet
onesie.
this motherfucker.
Let's do it.
I'm wearing Hugo Boss.
Are we talking like
Right.
3 o'clock in the afternoon type
Yes.
of thing?
Yeah, why not?
Like-
I'm off Sundays, man. I don't give a fuck.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm in.
I'll-
Bring the cast, bring the directors, kind of do
yeah.
a.
Let's do
yeah,
it.
Yeah, and then dress to the nines.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna
Or
wear.
like
I'm
an
Oh,
gonna
animal.
wear a suit.
Of course, that's what I mean. Dress to the nines. I don't mean like put a fucking shirt on and go.
What's
oh,
it?
it's nice shirt."
Dress to the night? What's that called?
Dress to the nines, man.
Never heard of it.
What the fuck?
God
What?
damn it.
Is it like a
You
Joan?
call yourself
That
an
means
American.
like go full all out, man. But
Bring it.
I don't really mean go all out. We're not gonna do tuxes. But, you
Cufflinks
know.
and shit.
I'll get my.
So that's the 19th. So
I mean,
it's actually
Smiley's going to be dressed better than all of us. Let's be honest.
Wait,
but-
whoa,
Smiley is gonna be the
whoa.
best dressed.
Y'all don't know me.
It's fine. You're gonna be dressed great, but Smiley
believe
is
you.
gonna outdo all
Here we
of
go,
us.
Smiley. It's on.
I'm telling you.
I actually started getting modeling jobs because just as someone saw me at a wedding in my.
For some reason, he has a suit.
One of my suits. I have a suit. I'll be shocked if Billy has a suit.
I don't have a suit.
Yeah.
You're like praying it fits.
I have like 4 suits.
Yeah.
And then-
I'm shocked you have that little.
I have many dresses.
I am. I know, but the women should have that. Yeah.
All right.
Most men. I'm going to say most men in America, they have the suit.
Here's a
The
shovel.
suit in the
you can
closet.
dig it.
So anyway,
I don't.
let's.
I borrowed a suit from Chris. I'm sorry. I borrowed a white shirt from Chris
yeah.
to go
You
to this
look good
wedding.
in that vest. That was good times. I'm gonna tell you about that. That was good. You look good in
Yeah.
that vest. You know.
Yeah. So it was good.
I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
JK.
Should we leave now? Smiley, we gotta go.
So
Shit's
yeah.
getting
So we should
deep.
do something. So what else? What else you got?
Then I have the Memorial Day show with Bellama. I actually go on 909 Sessions YouTube channel because these videos are so freaking great.
Mm-hmm.
Great high def.
See, that's how ours are going to be.
God, I wish go on these websites, and Mario J. Rivera did so great on these videos that he did.
Nice.
And the thing is, he does like great artists. He does the
Yeah.
Ataris. Like any
Ataris?
band, yeah, he
Really?
did the Ataris. Like I was watching an Atari 909 Sessions,
Yeah. Nice.
and he has all like these great artists that just come through
Yeah.
town, and he'll just approach them, say, "Hey, come do 909 sessions."
Yo, yo, yo.
That's balls.
And he had
In your mouth.
DJs. And he had us do like a fucking Evan and Jaron acoustic set, which I think we should have had whole band, but it's a small house.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
And
it's out of your element, man.
they're
I was
high
judging
quality, and people were just
Yeah.
like, that's. And the thing is, I had people at work. It's like, that's you singing. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's me.
Good.
It's great exposure, and Mario does a great job. He does well with what he does, and
Yeah.
his media empire, what he's doing.
Awesome.
Awesome. He's great.
Tommy, yes, TommyWaz.com.
TommyWaz.com, 10 drink minimum, and the Dirty Duo radio show.
And then you're on Tractor.com.
Tractor Brewery, get plowed. .com.
Then, Smiley, you have...
Also, again, weirdly enough, April 19th. So, we'll,
Is that a Sunday? That same day?
That is the same day.
Okay.
That is the same day. I will be dancing at the La Montanita Co-op Earth Day
Nice.
Festival. We'll be opening it up with a ceremony, and then...
Is it the one over here on Rio Grande? Or is it the one in Nob Hill?
It's a Nob Hill
Alright.
location.
All right.
And
Make sure I save up my Bronner's soap for purchasing for that day.
I think we're dancing at 10 to open it.
Cool.
So that is the earliest I ever wake up any time during the year.
There it is. We're going to get you on a radio show that morning.
Cool.
Oh, can I give a shout out to Spring Horniness?
Yeah. Thank you.
It's a weird thing. It's a weird phenomena. And
I turned Billy onto it. He didn't agree with it.
I did not actually know this was a thing, but girls gonna want to get railed out between now and June.
That's not nice to say.
Well, wait, no, it is. I'm excited. Wait, what?
People get
What am I-
horny in the springtime.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So I've gotten
You've never heard of this?
I've gotten probably about three.
But it explains a
three
lot.
thirsty texts.
Think about this. Think about like birthdays.
That
All right.
explains all the dates I've been getting lately.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And why
So
I was,
okay,
like,
okay,
rubbing my boobs
so
against the
actually the
steering wheel at
first
a red light
You're
earlier.
really bad.
the first day of spring happened a couple days ago,
It's my
and
my,
I got
my
two,
birthday
I
is the
got-
first day of spring.
Okay, so there was
As it
two.
should be.
I would say two legitimate texts saying like, "Hey, well, hey, I miss you." It's like that's weird. I haven't heard from you in months.
Right.
But it's spring horniness.
I
Girls
can
want
clearly
wants.
know that spring is on.
These are the times where like cattle get their mojo on,
Brr.
and
This
it's
also explains why I always get laid on my birthday.
Spring cleaning.
yeah, it's called spring horniness. I
Gotta
didn't believe.
knock the
I
dust
thought
out.
I thought it was a myth.
Chicks start shaving again.
Until I got these two texts, the first day of spring, and they're all like, "Hey,
first
what?
day of
Hey,
spring, I gotta shave.
they're like, "Hey, what are you doing?" It's like, "I miss you." It's like, "Oh shit," and Chris would tell me about this. I'm like, "It's not a thing. It's not a thing. You're just it's in your head." But no,
Nope.
spring horny is a thing. Girls,
We're animals. Animals get horny in the spring.
so
do.
you're the
Fine
thing
with me.
is.
I'm not debating this.
Okay, so there's just two things. You have the thing when you're in your 30s, if you're a
Go
woman
home
in
and
your 30s,
Try to find something to
you,
rub
you have
against tonight
your
if I'm lucky.
sexual peak, but then you
Yeah.
add spring horniness at the top of it.
You're like,
we
bang,
live
bang,
in a
bang, 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 bang.
we live at a great time. I live in a great time to be
Yeah.
at my age.
Oh no! This has been a good spring horniness for me.
No, the thing is, I've not.
Happy spring horniness, everybody.
Happy spring horniness. I have not cashed in yet,
Yay.
but happy spring horniness to you.
Yes.
I like to call it abortion season.
May 3rd. Damn it, Tommy.
Damn it!
Tommy drops a nuclear bomb. May 3rd, we have 10 drink minimum sessions.
I have a license. It's okay.
May 3rd, we have 10 drink minimum sessions. I feel like I'm just in the aftermath of that.
No,
after
we're
birth.
calling you Abortion Chris right now.
It's
No,
after
no,
birth.
don't call me Abortion Chris. Nobody calls me Abortion Chris. Nobody calls me that. Nobody calls me that.
Abortion Tommy.
Abortion Tommy.
It's fine. I'm fine with that.
So, oh my God.
Better than mommy Tommy.
Wow.
Oh God, people are going to be so pissed at this podcast.
On Easter.
Catholic Church. The Catholic Church today took offense to a local Albuquerque podcast. I'm Tom Joles. I just got out of a fist fight.
Oh God, that'll be a topic next week.
I'll
Did you
take
see
my
he won?
wire
You see
hanger
he
and
won
stab
best
anyone.
newscaster.
Oh
Tom
yeah,
Joles.
I told you to vote. I voted for him.
Fighting Tom Joles.
I'll fight him with
Fuck yeah.
Fighting Tom Jones. If you don't know, you don't know, now you know. But anyway,
I'll fight him with
May
my wire
3rd,
hanger.
we have 10 drink minimum sessions. If you are local and you would like to go to the show, ask one of the four of us, and we will put you on the list.
Don't ask me.
Okay.
Unless you send a dick pic. I'm just kidding.
No, do not send Tommy
No
dick pics.
dick pics.
Oh gosh, that's gonna be the topic for next week. Tommy's dick pic library.
Yes.
Yeah, we can do a review.
Okay.
I feel like I should be sitting in front of a fireplace, like wearing
All
a
right,
smoking
this
jacket.
one I got April 14th of 2014.
He's a small lad.
I call this one dog leg to the right. Anyway,
He's not seen much light.
Anyway, you can go to 10drinkminimum.com anytime and add us on social media. That's our headquarters is 10drinkminimum.com. We have all these different social media places, but that's where we're honing. We're focusing all of our energy.
Our hub.
Our love. So.
And you won't see us next week because
I'll be in Phoenix.
Glendale.
I don't even know, dude.
I don't even want to go to Knockouts.
To be
You'll
honest,
see me.
I don't even know.
We'll be in Tempe.
Tempe.
All I know is I'm going to Phoenix and I'm going to drink a bunch of booze, and I have to ask for half a day off from work, and I hope they give it to me.
Just call in.
No, well, that doesn't work that way.
Yeah, it does.
Well, there's too much documented stuff that they could be like, well, we know that you did not, Anyway, with that, I want to thank everybody for listening. We are 10 Drink Minimum.
She's